which is perfect.
We got to put that picture up that we're talking about.
Oh yes.
Like fucking Stalin in
I can
Soviet
print.
Russia.
I just print when I work or whatever.
Yeah, and
I figured like a 4x6, like right up there.
Yeah,
just enough that like if someone caught it,
they might have it. We need one that's recognizable.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just a headshot.
Yeah.
We can't talk about it.
Yeah.
We'd love to tell you who we're talking about.
It'll
become apparent very soon.
It'll be good.
Folk du jour. Pastor Jesus.
No one's in the chat room, so it looks like we're at a normal capacity.
Oh wait, are we live? We're live. I don't know why.
Dent Patrol time.
Dent Patrol time. We're live. I'm going to eat now. I am going to eat this Magnum for our pre-show.
No. Details by Doug is there.
Dougie details.
So let me explain that.
I usually charge extra to eat on camera.
Why does that look a little
Magnum
yellow?
on.
Does that look yellow?
It looks yellow. Is this is yellow? This
That
is
is
green
yellow.
above me.
It's changing colors.
You've changed the lights.
Yes.
Look, it's gold inside. This dude's wondering why it's $4. It's fucking gold inside, man. It's
Okay.
from Europe. It's
Why
full
did
of
we just,
almonds.
All right, there we go.
Mr. Pudva, what's up? Andrew Kinder, holla.
Gotta record that so it's almost a sleep story.
Yeah.
Do I want to mess with that? Is it too yellow? I don't know. I feel like it's yellow.
We look a little weird because of how yellow it is. Can you make it a different color? Oh, it's blue now.
I don't think it's that light. I think it's. I can mess with that. I can change the. Why is this?
Yeah, Rob's shirt looks yellow.
Well,
Just
that is.
Take this off. Just go skins for this.
Yeah. We'll go shirts and skins.
I'm good. Actually, just gonna head back.
Yeah, you know, I had a really good time, guys.
Yeah, I'm totally done.
Thanks, guys. Pleasure.
You can stay in the studio. We offer that to everyone. You got that couch out there.
Yeah, I can drive by in the morning and let you out.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Ransom, what up? Yeah, we got to lock the door, though. In showering young Ben's office, which is the secret door in the bathroom.
Oh, yeah. A secret anything in here, I'm all set.
Yeah.
Josh, what are you doing? Josh is playing with the camera.
The white balance?
Texas E36 garage. You got power out there, buddy?
He does not.
I got a buddy that's been out for 48 hours now. He got it for 4 hours at midnight.
4 hours at midnight?
Mm-hmm.
I believe Texas E36 Garage is currently in his truck listening to us.
That's what he said.
I believe that's what he said he was going to do.
John Orr, what's up? You enjoy the video with Jackhammer's sister? Whoa.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on there, but...
Yeah, send it again.
I don't remember.
Details by Doug. I'm excited about being packed, but the potential snow I'm seeing tomorrow is in Utah. So I hope it doesn't snow here.
Same.
Yeah, I agree. I do not want it to snow here. Ever
Wait, buy-enabled FedEx? Oh, man, that's terrible news. That means I can buy stuff from Yahoo Japan and pay reasonable rates. Big shout to Ransom Garage for continuing that habit.
Captain Bad decision over there.
Yeah, I think our camera's straight, right? Camera looks straight?
Yeah, it looks fine.
Okay, I think we're okay. I think
Oh, I'm so excited about that. I got to buy some tires. Well,
some snow tires?
Summer.
Oh, okay. All right, give it a...
God.
a minute.
Holy fuck.
I'm gonna crank that down in 2021 a little bit.
No power, no water. Hovering in the 30s. I'm sitting in the truck.
Heating up and podcasting it.
Oh, man.
What a fucking commitment.
He and I were chatting earlier. Yeah, it sucks out there.
Diesel Dave, you didn't like the last vlog? We got so much done. You think you got dizzy experiencing it on YouTube? You should have been there in real life. I've never seen anything like it.
Oh, good thing I didn't open that.
What happened?
I almost knocked that over.
Knocked what over?
My
Oh, my God.
pineapple drink. It's not open yet, though.
Does it say it's pineapple anywhere?
No, just called Ultra Gold.
According to the ancient Greek legend, the nectar of ambrosia gave immortality to all who drank it. That's all I need to hear.
So, I mean,
It's just going to make me immortal.
It could have been pineapple, or it could have been flavored like a Yukon Gold potato. But I'm guessing the pineapple was the better decision.
Equally delicious.
Yeah.
Damn, Pete, I got to get on. I wish I wasn't here right now. I wish I was on Yahoo Auctions Japan.
What are
Could
the
be having the time of my life buying
potatoes
bullshit.
they make all the McDonald's French fries out of? It's like one particular kind.
I don't know.
Idaho potato?
Yeah, it's like one very specific potato. They only make McDonald's French fries out of it.
Really?
Yeah, to keep consistency.
I haven't had McDonald's French fries in 20 years.
It's been that long?
Yeah.
I'd guess.
The last time I had it, I got in an accident in my car
my
and I was
God.
16. My buddy spilled the supersized soda all over the roof. Fucking asshole.
What is Josh going to answer?
As of January 23rd, 2015, McDonald's uses a variety of potatoes, including Ranger, Russet,
Mealworms?
Umatilla Russet, Russet Burbank, and Shepherdie.
Okay.
Uratilla?
So maybe it was before that. That it was just a very...
It was back in the day, back when Coke was real.
B and a D.
Basically, I think they revolve around Russet.
Russet.
So the Russet is the family?
Russet's, that's like, exactly.
Nice and hearty.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Right.
Russet is a hearty potato.
Yeah, well-balanced meal.
Throw in some broth, you get a stew going.
Add some beef, hit up the international market.
Yeah. Go see
My
Corey's
boy
boys over
Victor.
there.
I got a business.
Big shout.
I got a
Big
business
shout.
card from him last time I was in there.
What's son's name? Victor?
Victor. Yeah.
What's up?
I thought you were going to say you had a business proposition from him last time. You were there.
No, just a proposition.
Just a proposition, right.
Big shout to him. Big shout to
This guy.
English Ben.
We're just here hanging out. Now he's listening to this live on the podcast on the way home.
Shook D, what up?
It was a safe drive, buddy.
Just in the house over here.
Are
Yeah.
we...
Don't watch. Just listen.
We ready to go?
Yeah, let's party, man. Let's get it
Anybody got
going.
any lotion? My hands feel dry in here.
What do you fucking shop at Lowe's? I leave for 1 week and you need lotion on your hands? You fucking got death tattoos all over your hands and you need lotion now?
Gotta lube them up.
Come on.
I gotta buy some stuff from Lowe's. Some pegboard. They have some cool.
Send somebody.
Well, no, I'm gonna order it online.
Well, let me know.
There you go.
What are you going to take?
Send young Ben.
Jan's truck?
No, this is just smaller stuff.
Fuck.
Yeah, no.
I'm trying to utilize this truck to fucking get the utilize this truck to buy my toolbox.
I'm just trying to
Just take the
leverage.
2,500.
Yeah, I just need someone to help me load it up there.
We can do that. Let me know if you're
Yeah.
around on the
Yeah,
weekend.
yeah.
Maybe I'll have to go. in
I'm
if
wide
they have-
open the next 4 days to help you.
If they happen to have the pegboard in stock, I'll snag some.
Yeah.
You guys are going to go to Lowe's together?
Yeah.
Hold hands.
They have
Get some
pegboard at Home
lotion.
Depot, dude.
This is not. They don't have this pegboard. This. As a matter of fact, this
This
is
Martha Stewart pegboard?
this is metal pegboard that is
It's-
already powder
really?
coated black. And
Oh,
it comes
my
in
God.
10 by 10 squares, and it's going to fit perfect above that, so I can build out another.
Wow, it's black metal pegboard?
Yeah,
That sounds hard
black
as
metal.
hell.
Exactly. See, this is
Wow,
why.
maybe I'm wrong.
shout
One
at,
for Lowe's.
Shout at the devil. We ready?
Yeah, let's go.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am Josh Garcia, and this is the Revival Motoring Podcast. As always, I am joined by Chuck Who
Holla.
and Corey.si.
Hello.
In studio today, we have Mr. Rob from Dent Patrol.
Hello there.
Thank you for
Wizard.
coming. Absolute magician, wizard, warlock,
Mystery
whatever you
man.
want. Whatever you want to call it. We watched him work some metal by using some other oddly shaped metal in a
Yeah.
light.
He's the Beatles of removing dents.
It's unbelievable.
I'll take it.
It's
The
just.
Beatles.
I felt like I was brought.
What you did there.
I felt.
I've
I've
been writing that for years.
I felt like I was brought back, a couple hundred years watching what are the metalsmith?
A metalsmith.
What's that term?
Stonemason?
A stonemason.
Metal mason. Just trying to
Blacksmith?
To blacksmith. That's the
blacksmith.
word I was looking for.
I don't.
I I haven't even opened my energy drink yet.
How many beers?
It's none. Not even any.
Jesus.
My God. It's just like he was either going to make me a sword or take out some dents.
And turns out he did both.
Both are
it
options.
worked out great. So we have a lot to talk to him about because what he does is absolutely fascinating. But before that, this episode is brought to you by...
Boys, did you strike out on V-Day? Listen, buddy, it happens to all of us. And I'll tell you why. It's because of that rat's nest you have chilling between your legs. That's right. Nothing turns a partner away like an ungroomed downstairs mix-up. But Manscaped has a solution for you. The Perfect Package 3.0 has everything you need to unmix up your downstairs mix-up. And boys, it doesn't just stop there. If you're going to clean up your junk, why not smell nice while you're at it? Manscaped Refined has that ultra-tough but sophisticated scent we're all going for. Now you've got a decent head start for the next V-Day, so groom that baby up and knock it out of the park with Manscaped. Manscaped. Use code REVIVAL at checkout for 20% off.
That's code
and free shipping.
REVIVAL at checkout for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com. Go do that. It helps us, and you can help yourself.
You get a pretty big run-up to next V-Day. You know,
Exactly.
you get a lot of training
a
time.
lot of time to practice. You can make up, think about
Come up with your favorite design.
different
Send it to Josh's cell phone.
different garden, you can practice. You can make an arrow.
Ooh, an
Make a
arrow.
flower bed. You could make Seekonk Speedway. That's a diorama of Seekonk Speedway.
Yeah. Oh, God, you guys talking about Seekonk Speedway last time.
We did.
I'm so
I
excited.
mean, you can bring it back up. That can be a callback for you.
There you go.
Actually, no, I think we're covered. Let's get right into the old
If you'd like to leave a callback number, press 2.
callbacks. I think you're pulling yours up. So we had a quick callback from, I don't want to use his full name, even though I know it because he sent us an email, but British Sam. So shouts to British Sam. He wrote,
Sam.
hello, long-time listener, first-time emailer.
Ooh.
Also, this is an inside man at a very cool place to discuss, but I don't want to discuss that or blow up his spot. He writes,
Cadbury Factory.
fuck, marry, kill. This is very good. This could go a bunch of different ways. Fuck, marry, kill. German cars, American cars, Japanese cars.
Let's see.
German, American, Japanese.
I'd fuck the Japanese. I'd kill the American, marry the German.
I think I'd marry the Japanese, fuck the German, kill the American. I've seen some Germans get into some stuff. I've seen some videos.
There's been some issues.
I think it's unanimous of we're all killing the American cars.
I like American cars, but if you're giving me 3, that one's getting the X.
I'm right there with Corey.
If it was Russian cars, I'd pick Russian cars.
Axe the American cars, fuck the Japanese cars, marry the German cars.
What about you, Rob?
Totally agree.
Totally agree.
That's we can't break from what we love. Schneiser films, sausages, doesn't matter.
Yeah, get shit on your chest every now and then. You know what I mean?
I don't know who Woko is in the chat, but he said he's loving the new lighting. So
Hey,
Oh.
shouts to Josh.
Oh, there's new lighting?
hopefully it looks good.
I hardly noticed. If you could only see on camera how big these fucking lights are, it's unbelievable.
It's
like
not the light.
chandeliers.
It's not the light, it's how you use it.
It's the girth.
Exactly. These ones are drum size, if you will.
What are they?
They're
4-foot
beautiful.
diameter?
Yeah,
3?
I 3.5. Solid 3.5. I've seen 3.5 before.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 3.5.
That was my callback.
Good.
That was that. Oh, wait, he had a follow-up. If you had to go for the rest of your life, never wearing socks or never wearing underpants, what would you choose?
Wait, what?
If you had to go for the rest of your life, never wearing socks or never wearing
Never wearing underpants.
I
all
never
day.
wear underpants no matter what. I mean, I rock that in the summer. Just go
Do you
fucking.
go full commando?
Yeah, hell yeah, buddy.
Anybody else have callbacks?
Yeah, dude. They just doing me.
Dude, no. I mean, I'd be down if that was the thing. I mean, I'd just drop them. I don't know why I'm using them anyway. You know.
Right? Think about how much less laundry it is.
Yeah, it is true.
Yeah.
I mean, my pants do a sufficient job. It's not like I'm pissing myself that often.
Yeah.
No, and you're fine because you don't really like to wear shorts.
I never wear shorts.
You wear
no.
jeans in the pool.
Yeah, of course, dude.
So, I just think,
I do the shorts, you know?
well, if you're out there, I mean, say you go to a hardcore show, right?
Yeah.
Hanging brain.
Say you go to a hardcore show and you decide to wear your basketball shorts.
Yeah.
And
Well, I
you go in
mean,
commando.
the basketball shorts, you need to rock compressions underneath to make sure everything stays intact.
So that's what I mean. It's just
but
things
I don't often wear basketball shorts. So
I just like to cover all scenarios.
yeah, I like my camo shorts and my Jordan jersey. Actually, shouts to the GOAT. It's his birthday.
Shouts to the GOAT. 58 years old today.
Yeah, absolute GOAT.
Yeah.
It's his birthday.
Yeah.
There you go. What a unit.
I'd have to go no underpants.
Yeah, I like starting the top of the hour with some quiz questions. You know what I
It
mean?
works out pretty good. Gets everybody loose, back in the zone. Here we go. What else do we have?
Life without socks would be terrible.
I think about what it feels like when a sock slips down a little bit.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like
just
it at
oh.
all.
And the fit of rage
I don't like that.
I fall in.
It's the worst. Or if like, I don't know, a sock gets a little too in between your toes or something like that. You got to have comfort in the feet.
Yeah.
Feet are the most important thing.
Yeah. You spend the most time on them.
Besides your junk. Revival. Use code Revival for 20% off and free shipping at manscaped.com.
Exactly. Way easier to go commando if you're totally manscaped. Everybody knows. Get manscaped to fit.
Little baby powder.
Yep.
It just takes the place of a pair of underwear. It's like a layer in between.
It's a beautiful layer.
It's wonderful. What else do we have for callbacks?
Seekonk Speedway. I saw that I was watching our YouTube of the podcast I wasn't on.
Yep.
And I saw that the Barstool Fund got them, hooked them up.
Yep.
And I hope that they upgrade their hot tub urinals to swimming size trough urinals. So,
Olympic sized
yeah, Olympic sized troughs.
Yeah. I want at least 50 peens.
I wish Portnoy knew about the
troughs?
trough system there. He would have given them even more money.
Yeah.
I wonder if it works. Anyone watch Workaholics?
Yep.
Okay, remember the taxes episode?
Nope.
So there's an episode where they discover taxes. Durs explains to them that they all pay taxes, so they go to the playground and they claim the playground's theirs because they pay for it.
That sounds perfect.
So, I donated to the Barstool Fund, right?
Yep.
So,
boy.
technically,
Yeah.
I'm part owner
Of
of
Seekonk Speedway.
a lot of businesses right now.
Part investor.
I'm a busy man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guess
Well,
what?
one I primarily take interest in would be Seekonk Speedway.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
That's how that works.
If the Barstool Fund turns around into some mafioso scheme where it's just Portnoy getting into all these businesses,
Yeah.
it'd be the most Rhode Island fund of all time.
I'd be proud.
Yeah,
Truly.
that's a scam. I like that.
I mean, I'm not gonna. It would be pretty cool to see, like,
A bunch of businesses get wrecked by Dave.
No, I was gonna say the opposite. In Seekonk Speedway,
I'd like to see
grow and
Seekonk Speedway
prosper.
blasting off.
maybe do some new pavement there.
Also, speaking of that, I will not do any of those drags at Seekonk Speedway. The spectator drags as
Oh my God.
contribution.
I had never seen him before.
Chris was gonna. I had buddies back in the day because I lived too close to Fall River with DSMs.
Well, shouts the dude we talked about. I think I mentioned him. Like said, the dude who used to just destroy everybody in DSM.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, he somehow found the show.
Oh,
and reached
great.
out to us. So
Well, the guy I'm talking about's in prison, but he was once beating somebody, and the guy just hit him.
oh, I remember
That would happen
Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
I'm not
watch.
going to take it. I'll take a rental car to the
Yeah.
spectator drags. Oh,
Press car.
with the waiver. Don't say that.
Get a press car.
Jeez.
We have a hard enough time
And
currently
there it
getting them.
goes.
Yeah.
Jesus, I say it's crazy stuff. But so, anyways, yeah, Chris was saying I should participate. There's absolutely no. I know too many horror stories of that happening. Yeah, lots of guys would get salty when they get beat by some piece of junk DSM and
Yeah.
just crash them.
And then just take him out.
But
Spectator drags.
I'll go and watch. I will 100% go and watch.
hope
Yeah.
so fucking bad that it comes back and we get to see that again this summer.
You guys have more callbacks? Because I just have a whole list.
That was my main one, and I don't have any deep thoughts.
I was going to call back to this past weekend where Kyle from KD Designs gave me an absolute enormous hand starting to weed through the wiring on the car.
Nice.
So,
Valentine's
shout
Day,
to him.
grabbing a big hand.
Yeah, grabbing a big hand. He was a big, big man with big hands.
Yeah, no, that guy knows everything about wires.
Yeah, made me feel nice and petite. No, but
I mean, he's got really big hands. That's
With
why the
the-
pictures look so weird.
brutal fucking winter we have.
Yep,
You want a remote car starter? You got to go see your boy.
you sure do. Gotta go
Shouts.
holler at your boy, Katie
Yeah.
Katie
Designs.
Design.
So shouts to him. Huge help. He told me he had 5 minutes, and then we spent an hour and a half.
Yeah, he does that all the time.
Yeah.
I remember him rebuilding a carburetor for me in
He-
5 minutes.
Yeah.
He just overall is like one of the nicest dudes. I mean, Rob's on his knees on a cement floor, and maybe 5 minutes just trying to look at something. Sure enough, Kyle comes over with a nice Mac Tools knee
Yep.
pad, and it's just like he's like a dad looking over everybody.
Yeah, he's a
Just making
saint.
Sure.
Saint Kyle.
Yep.
Shouts to Kyle.
Also, I wasn't here last week, and you guys start talking about classic air-cooled Porsches with electric motors, and there's not one voice of dissent. What the fuck is wrong with you guys? I thought I was listening to the wrong podcast. I thought it was the Tesserati podcast for a minute.
So my underlying hope was that more people would do it, and then they'll become valueless, and I can pick it up.
I have here, were you guys on drugs? Then there's one point Chris said he wouldn't mind not shifting, and I was like, well, someone's obviously going to jump on him and ruin his life for saying that.
Yeah.
Not even a peep.
I had a
The whole fucking thing went off the rails. It was total sacrilege. Electric classic. You guys talking about air-cooled Porsches? Electric? Come on. Ugh.
I'm hoping I had a little hidden agenda there. Like, listen, go do this.
You're trying
do this.
You're trying to buy the scraps?
Yeah, go
I
do
know
this.
exactly what you're trying.
Yeah, go do this.
Touche.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can all go.
Because what's their face? Street Fighter, whatever, LA, whatever.
Yeah.
I made fun of their name, but they make it so it's fully reversible. So I'm hoping people do this to become valueless, and then
It's run by Satan. That
maybe
shop.
a boy can go ahead and swing in there.
Big shot to those guys.
But then it's trying to find an air-cooled motor for a reasonable amount.
Yeah, exactly.
No, you put an LS. Do an F22C, whatever the fuck you want.
Story
back
gets
there.
worse and worse.
Yeah.
My God.
Yeah, air cool it.
You just make it better.
Just don't put coolant in it.
It's called improvement.
With, you know, what
It's
are you gonna-
growth.
you're gonna
Basic
leave,
improvement.
You're gonna leave 4 on the floor and get your Hearst shifter and fucking through 'em?
Slam it, baby. Get some chop in that thing. Also, my favorite state, Rhode Island, lost its lawsuit against vanity license plates from my boy in my town of Scituate repping super hard FK gas, which means fake gas, obviously.
Obviously.
It was voted as constitutional, and now Rhode Island has to approve all vanity plates, to which the Rhode Island DMV stopped issuing vanity plates.
Fuck,
So they
really?
just stopped
They have
issuing.
suspended vanity plates.
Talk about taking your ball and going home when
Yeah,
you
I
lose.
was just gonna say no.
What
what
the
a
fuck?
fucking
Oh, they're
asshole
gonna lose
move.
on that too.
Yeah.
I'm sure that
Yeah.
they can't keep that, but I think they're trying to cool it off because I was like immediately getting the most violent vanity plate I could, so they're
Right,
backing
right.
that down.
Did you ever see that Office episode where Michael Scott they're playing basketball?
I was going
Basketball
digging balls.
episode.
Yeah. They're in the warehouse, right?
They're in the warehouse
yeah,
playing basketball, and then he started or he just they got a point up and ended the game.
Yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Yeah, it was the most sore loser shit I've ever seen.
that's-
Shame on you, Rhode Island DMV. I want my Nurple plate. God damn it!
Yeah, still.
Did you go pick that up yet?
I had my purple
Oh,
plate,
purple.
but I
Nurple.
couldn't get Nurple because they denied it because of the unconstitutional rulings of the man on top of the DMV, who has now been strike down by our wonderful Constitution. Shout to freedom, shout to America. We'd love to have you back sometime.
Because of the fucking red coat behind the counter there.
Yeah, fucking English military over there trying to pull down my good time. America's about freedom, boys and girls. Don't you forget.
Nurple. It's not even like. There we go. It's not even like this. Is
No, I'm going.
How is that?
DCK and BLZ, dick and balls.
Chicken balls. Do you have enough to do that? What have you got? 6?
Enough balls on you?
No. You've got 6.
Enough chest hair?
I know you got enough chest hair.
No, I got 6. I'm going to think of something more offensive than that, though.
Yeah.
What
What if you just go DCK BAL, dick ball?
Dick ball.
and then they can't argue it because you can say this is my name.
Yeah. You can't argue anyway. It's constitutional right,
That's
baby.
true. They can just deny
Freedom of speech.
the right entirely.
What do you got
This
there,
is
Josh?
Fucking phenomenal.
I'll tell you what. Corey came through, told us about this Monster Energy Ultra Gold. Obviously, we're not sponsored by Monster, but every single one of us has a Monster in front of us. And this Ultra Gold has a nice pineapple flavor to it.
Yeah.
0 sugar.
Only 10 calories. Yeah.
Some
this might-
tasting
this-
notes on it. Really, really nice. Really
this
smooth.
might just replace my water intake.
I wouldn't recommend that.
No, probably
Little
not.
tour water over
Yeah.
here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's a big shout out. Big FU to the state of Rhode Island. I might just get fuck RI.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be a
You
good
could say
one.
fake RI.
No, it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want now.
Yeah.
That's why you don't take that stuff to court, you idiots.
Right. 'cause
They
you-
shouldn't have taken it to court. They told him he had to give his plate back. He said, no, take me to court. Those idiots took him to court and now have lost
Yeah.
everything. Lost control of the nut house.
What about the plate contribution Chris sent us today? Not safe for work.
Yeah, on a Stinger, though. There's some guy in a
NSFW.
Maserati tearing up seeing that.
Yeah. Not safe for work, though. That's a winner one.
That's
That's a
solid.
good one.
Uh,
What was the other one back in the day? NB.
No butthole, no care.
Yeah, NB8.
Yeah, shout out to Hunter Moore.
big
Yeah.
shout.
I don't know if you're still locked up or not, but
He got in some.
a lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Like real big boy trouble.
Yeah.
For what? Was he the bum fights guy?
No. He was
Big shout to bum fights.
he was the
Bringing
is,
that back.
is anyone up guy.
I think he got like bad stuff.
Yeah.
Like we
Yeah.
probably yeah.
We didn't talk about that.
Yep.
Also, I had a little weekend activity. I had the muffler on my Acti
Yes.
was loud. So I decided I was going to fix it. Kyle had hooked me up with someone that's going to do it, owns a muffler shop. And I was like, you know what? I got steel and a welder. I'm going to fix this myself. So I took the muffler off, of my Acti. I have filmed this. It'll be in the vlog. I immediately broke one of the studs on the mid pipe, so had to take that. Then had to take the mid pipe off of the header, and then I broke a stud on the header. So it got interesting. I spent about 6 hours patching a muffler, but your boy's welding. It was beautiful. Turns out when you have a welder, that is your stud extractor. So I got a little demo on how to extract studs with a welder. Little cliff notes. You just weld a nut to it. Works like a charm.
And extract.
But yeah, been having a lot of fun in there, and now that thing is whisper quiet. You will see in the video, I put the whole system back on and realized I missed a hole once I started up for the first time and have to take the whole system back off and re-weld the whole thing again. So, but it was a lot more happened in that video than what happened in our most recent vlog, which was the Young Ben disaster. If you haven't seen it, please see it. I'm sorry in advance.
Everybody's liking it.
Best 27 minutes of my life.
Yeah.
Fuck at it right now.
It's so bad. I know what happens at the end. And I'm watching. This is the first video we've made that my wife has watched with me.
Yeah.
And she was just like, "This is what you fucking guys put on the internet?"
This whole time.
Yeah. And I was like, "Yeah, people like it." She was like shocked by the 200 views. I was like, "Baby, I don't know."
I had to I trimmed a solid 20 minutes off that.
I mean, I just pulled the airbox out of the car without detaching anything.
Yeah.
It just came out of the car.
I thought the headlight was going to come
I wish the headlight would come out. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that thing. I didn't want to buy him a headlight, which is why I didn't just take the crowbar and pop the headlight out.
I love the fact that I unknowingly mentioned his grill behind the grill, and you previously, like 5 minutes earlier, covered the grill.
Half of me wanted to take the bumper off just to find the bumper under the bumper that's holding the grill under the grill.
Right.
Because there's definitely more to that story. That grill under the grill is definitely sealing the radiator shut from the previous huge accident. It's probably not even a B7. It's probably the generation before with that front end put on it.
Yeah.
It is such... When Ben tries to use the hammer to move the metal, I was like, this is unbelievable. That's crash structure. He's gonna, and he just like swings it like a one who works at Lowe's. I mean, shops at Lowe's. And I'm just like, dude, what is going on? This is unbelievable.
On top of how just disgusting his car was, I couldn't believe it.
You know how GoPros, like, I was talking to Corey about this earlier, how they make like ramps and jumps look smaller?
Yes.
It makes his car look cleaner. That looked like someone got murdered in that car. And it made the bumper actually look lined up okay.
He's such a busy man with all his work recently.
Yeah, it's so funny. Where I think I'm just going to do Young Ben updates on the vlog from now on.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was astonishing. But anyways, there was a really good shot of me driving the mirror in the snow at the beginning. I was very
cool
into
as
that.
hell, yeah.
Who's been running the? You've been doing the drone footage?
Don't you worry about where we got that from.
It's some drone footage. No, not even.
Stuff.
What was it? 2 weeks ago or last week or something like that? Was that you as well?
Nope.
All right.
We got that. It's just this you can get like stock photos.
Oh, okay.
Some stock drone footage.
Oh, okay.
What Josh is saying is we got to pay for our own dinner now because he spent all the money on drone footage.
Oh no, it's free. It's free stuff.
Because I know you've been in the drone lately, but I don't know if you got the balls to fly it over.
Have you seen him fly the drone?
Yeah, no, it's
footage didn't come from our drone.
Yeah, Rob just took a dent out of the Polo. Yeah.
So flying the drone.
No, is that what the dent's from?
No,
oh my god.
No, there's a bit of a tank slapper. Flying the drone is easy. Flying it in the air, I can do a bunch of maneuvers. I'm fine with them. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, flying in the air.
Landing it when it loses control is the problem.
Yeah.
So if we can avoid landing it, and maybe just leave it up to there till the battery dies.
What's you remember the yellow car you took the photo shoot of? The Integra?
Yeah.
What's his friend was like a professional drone flyer.
He was FPV, like fucking 50-mile-an-hour drone, just zooming all over the place.
Yeah, we ain't got time for that.
Yeah.
We do have time for that. Just chasing down a car. How cool would that be?
I bought a used drone 2 years ago from Chris Saunders, and that's what we're working with. So,
I think Saunders sold you a bootleg ass drone.
No, it might have been from one of the multiple crashes that I had with it.
Yeah, I remember like the first day you showed it to me, you were replacing the propellers.
Yeah. Well, that was
those wear out without you driving it.
Probably.
Yeah.
Much longer though. That was the I need to replace a propeller from the Polo incident.
Yeah.
That was the
indoor
But that
crash.
was that again, not my fault. It for some reason the thing just stopped landing and
I don't know, it seemed to have landed well on the Polo.
No, I wouldn't say landed as much as bumped into.
Touched.
Came in contact.
Bumped into, and then it landed because It landed because the propeller caught a nice plastic bag, which stopped the rotation, which caused it to hit the ground.
Last time we were playing with the drone, we're in the parking lot. And I was like, I should have rushed in and got the GoPro because every time you play with the drone is a disaster. And you were trying to land it, then all of a sudden it started like flying away, and you reached up and snatched it out of the air.
This is what I'm talking about.
You were like, I think I hit the home button. I don't know where it's going.
Yeah,
It was going back to Saunders.
Fucking thing's gonna right. It's gonna fly to the UK.
The Isle of Rhodes, wherever he is.
Try to fly to the UK. It's got a mind of its own. That's why me and the drone have a bit of a love-hate relationship. I want to use it. I just don't trust it.
Yeah, not even slightly.
Yeah, not a little bit at all. So figure the best place to test it is right across the street from a bunch of giant fuel tanks.
Yeah, well, you'll never be able to get it back if it goes in.
Yeah.
You can climb the fence. I also have shout out to all the homies in Texas roughing it. We talked about that at the pre-show.
Yes.
It's colder there than it is here, which is crazy.
Yeah, it's not cool.
I know my buddy Trev's been out of power for 2 days now, or just about 2 days. He got it back for 4 hours in the middle of the night, and then it went away again. So shout out to all you guys. That sucks. We lose power here. Obviously, it's cold here, but we expect it. I've been to Texas. I've said it before. I've been to Dallas one day after an ice storm.
Yeah.
And like they were fishing cars out of gutters and stuff while I was there. I was like, Jesus, what the hell happened here? It looked like Godzilla went through.
And like here, most people have oil, gas, heat, or the heat will stay on even with power out.
Or where they get the electric over there.
Or they get generated. Right. It's just like, yeah.
We got plenty of room at the studio to house you.
Right. It's just a matter of getting here.
But it is. Yeah, it's been like 30 here. It was like 50 yesterday. I don't know. It's messed up.
Yeah.
But shout out to everybody down there. That's nuts. That totally sucks. Hope you get it through unscathed.
Yeah, the Texas E36 garage is specifically sitting in his truck, heating up, listening to us now. So, big moves.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hope you get that power back, man.
Shouts. Be safe.
I love people being like, "What? You don't think it gets cold down there?" Like, yeah, it doesn't. They don't. The insulation's not really a thing. The heat's electric. Nobody's got wood stoves or generators.
It doesn't get to 5 degrees for a sustained amount of time, and
Right.
that's exactly what is unfortunately happening.
Yeah, blows.
Yeah.
Other callback, and I forgot. Shout out to TDs on new acquisition of a
TDs?
vehicle.
What'd he get?
He got a sport wagon.
Did he really? I've been talking to TDs back and forth.
Yeah.
Son didn't even tell me.
Yeah, guess what? He put it up on IG. Maybe he figured you see it there. But
Yep.
he got a sport wagon. Looks pretty cool. It's like a whitish silver little guy.
Is it? I just. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know what
Looks
color
it to
is.
me.
It was white. I thought it was just white.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey,
You know what?
not only colorblind. You
Can't
know?
win them all. That's why I usually wear black T-shirts every day. Just makes it nice and easy.
You think that? Black buddy.
But yeah, shouts to him.
Been wearing brown T-shirts ever since I met you.
Yeah.
Yes. Shouts to TDs.
Also, just a quick shout. I'm going to Utah tomorrow. So if you're a listener and are in Utah and want to hit a goddamn mountain with your boys, holla at me. Because I don't know anything about that. We're going to Park City and Powder Mountain. Holla. I'll take you out to dinner if you want to be my local guide.
Powder Mountain.
Dude, I'm so fucking amped up. So amped. That's why I don't care if it snows here tomorrow. I hope it doesn't because no one I know likes snow besides me. And then finally, this came up in the last episode, and I was actually the influencer from the previous episode.
Ice silver metallic is what he
Ice
said.
silver
it was.
metallic?
Ice silver metallic. Yes. Yeah. So the million followers you're going to advertise.
That was me.
to-
Well, they got the zeros wrong. I have 1,000 followers.
Yeah.
And I do it again, too.
For $2,500.
I figured the money was right. Worst they can do is say no, and you look like a douche from the president of the car guys.
Yeah.
Which happened to me. Very interesting though. What I put into what actually happened is a fundamental misunderstanding of profit margins. Right. YouTuber makes an incredible amount of money with hardly any overhead. Right. It obviously took you a long time to make all those followers. I get it, but they're probably like, well, I'm going to make 50 grand off this. So Litchfield's a company. They got to be making that kind of money off this too. So if they give me 25, wherein it's fair, because they just have no idea R&D costs, overhead costs, real business costs. Because not that being a YouTuber is not a real business, but like to design parts for a car,
It's expensive.
with the hard goods. Like if you're looking at a profit margin of 100%, you'd be jumping for fucking joy. These guys are probably making 30 points on this stuff.
Right.
Where YouTube, like, that's where I think it had to come from.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be, well, I'm going to make 50 grand if I put up this video and get 1 million views. So, like, it only makes sense that they're going to make 50 grand.
Yeah.
Because they're selling the parts. And then if you look at the actual profit margins, that the amount of parts you'd have to sell totally outweighs the amount of cars that exist for those parts. So
Yeah.
it's interesting because I get what Casali was saying was kind of on his point where, like, first off, that guy could have just sent an email to everybody that makes suspension for the car and just be like, some idiot's going to bite.
Yeah.
Or he could just be like, yeah, I mean, like Chris was saying, if it's a marketing firm and if you can get your ad in front of 1 million people, you pay $25,000 all day.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, I've done advertising stuff. It's serious shit.
If you just do the math, it's like 0.2% of a penny, or 2 cents a person, I think it was.
Yeah, and does it look like a douche when it comes out to guys like us who are in the lowest echelon of that world? Absolutely.
Yeah. Who's this fucking asshole?
Yeah, and the listeners who see us like, they got a fucking Supra? What's wrong with Toyota? Like, it's the same idea. But it's really it's kind of a gross misunderstanding on both sides. I guarantee you it happens to we've confirmed it happens to people all the time.
I was going to say we've confirmed from
But the worst I can say is no, it's like the Chuck system, but in a douchey way. Well, more douchey way. You know? Let's go out there and shoot
The
your
only one
shot.
is like I'd feel ashamed at the end of one than the other.
I guess. I don't know,
See,
but if
that's
you value your own time, it's
I was
like
just going to say that that's the thing is the value, like the YouTuber doesn't necessarily understand the value of what they built. That's a big valuable.
Maybe not. Some do. I'm sure lots do, and maybe some don't.
Right.
It's like valuing, like me doing the muffler on a resonator on the Acti, right?
Yeah.
It's if any shop would be like, just cut it off, throw another one in. It's going to take half an hour. But for me, value my own time at $0.
Yeah.
Like for me to spend 4 hours putting this thing together, who gives a shit?
Right. Doesn't
I'll
matter.
put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
We'll get 100 views. We'll make $0. But at least I don't have to.
Still trying to monetize.
Yeah.
Subscribe, please.
But I don't have to fuck around with anything. I just put it on. Good. We're tinning it up. We're good.
Yeah.
And I guess if we were at the point where it's like, well, it's gonna get 1 million hits.
Yeah.
You know how much money we make on 1 million hits? Like,
Right.
If you realize you're making that kind of money and they're gonna make money off selling kits, I don't know. I'd say ask it, and if you look like a douche, you're a douche. I think if you were that dude and be like, hey, can I get a kit for free? And then you figure, well, I'm putting a kit on my car for free, and 1 million people are gonna see it. Like, I should just buy the thing. I'm getting it for free anyways with the YouTube views.
Yeah.
Yep.
So he's just, I don't know. I think it's someone that values themselves, and we don't know who it is. So it could be someone that is totally worth it.
Yeah.
If that was Chris Harris, you'd be like, yeah, $25,000, go ahead, put it on your car.
Yeah.
Like,
I think he had a really good point with with that particular car. It's such a small market. The return is impossible.
Right.
Still though, if Chris Harris went to a shop and was like, hey, give me $25,000, I'll install your suspension on my car.
Yeah.
You'd be like, every car guy in the world is going to see this. Even if there isn't enough cars to support it, it puts our name out there at the highest level of
the industry,
car brand, of the industry.
Yeah.
So it's funny that he brought it up, because the president of the cars, if he said that, you'd be like, yeah, whatever you want. And you know, if it was a deal with Chris Harris, it's going to be more than $25,000. So there's a lot of different ways to see it. To know who it actually was and who people suspect it is, you kind of wonder if it'd be worth it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it's not all about just selling parts for the Yaris. It would put the Litchfield Motors name out there. And I'm not saying it's right, but it depends on who it is. You know, if it was fucking Jay Leno, you'd be like, yeah, of course.
That's a great point, because Litchfield makes so much more than just a suspension kit for Yaris.
Right.
Their catalog of parts they stuff and the work they do is super
Absolutely.
deep.
Because then if they do make something for your car, it'd be like, well, Jay Leno put it on his car.
Yeah, it would translate over. That's actually a great point. I didn't, because I was so kind of focused on just the coilovers.
The numerical.
Yeah. Would you know just that one specific product, not like an entire product range? Yeah.
But it totally depends on who it is, because maybe we don't like Shmee. We're pretty sure it's not him. But he has a huge amount of viewers, man.
Yeah.
And a bunch of people are going to see it. So, like, does it matter if we don't like him? Who gives a shit?
Right.
Yeah. We're a bunch of loons in Rhode Island on a podcast. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. I think if you're the company, and, luckily my car shop never got successful enough to have emails sent like this, and if it did, we probably just didn't answer them or see them.
Still don't.
But if you're actually a well-run spot, you would be like, yeah, maybe this works, maybe it doesn't. And that's why I think it would be good to have an influencer's perspective, considering we know some influencers.
Shouts to
like myself. I got 1,000 followers. I had an Instagram account I pay no attention to.
Shouts to our influencing friends out there. Come on in, come hang.
So I don't think of it either way. I just don't think of it.
Right.
That's actually
right.
that's a great way to word it.
It was just right.
It doesn't affect me either way. I guess if I have
No,
to
and it
form
doesn't
an
affect
opinion on
Litchfield, but it brings it's. I mean, Chris is obviously our president,
Yes.
and it's good for him to bring up topics to get his citizens worked up and talking and working stuff out.
Empower the people.
Yeah.
Hold on. I just thought of something.
Oh no.
We can sell.
Do you want to say this on air?
No, never mind.
Perfect.
I'm staring down a lawsuit.
Okay.
Staring straight down the barrel of a lawsuit.
I'm looking it dead in the eyes.
Rob's super happy he came on this one. You know, we all get sued.
Here, remind me after.
Okay.
We'll talk about it after.
All right. So that was the thing is I think we see the numerical figure that somebody requests and get stunned by that, but we confirmed from multiple outlets this stuff happens all the time and for even more money.
Yeah, absolutely.
And
like I said, any of the guys I named, you would immediately expect more money.
Right because again there is a value to
what if Magnus Walker, I mean, he's getting promotional deals from everybody, man. It's going to be more than that. Can we get Magnus to wear a Revival hat? Can we get FCP to put a Revival sticker on their AMG car? No, we don't have that kind of money, dude. I'm not going to feel bad if they tell him to go fuck off because I can only give them $200.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I can give you a couple T-shirts.
Yeah, I can send you to a million podcasts.
Listen, we'll put an FCP sticker on the wall if we can put a Revival sticker on FCP's race car.
It's like Scientology. You got to sign a billion-year contract.
Yeah, exactly. We'll sign the billion-year contract. We'll put a young Ben in your servitude. He will be a serf.
Elrond.
Yeah, he'll work the land to make his money back.
Work the land.
Agrarian times, you know? You guys aren't down?
Ron Hubbard.
Oh.
Anyways,
Ron
think
Hubbard.
about it, FCP. We're trying to get a sticker on that thing. Don't matter how small it is.
Yeah, we can just put it. Could be somewhere. We pick the placement.
We'll get a sticker, and Josh will get a very big lens to take pictures of it.
What else we got for callbacks? Anything?
All I get is deep thought.
All right, you got a deep thought?
We were talking about this earlier.
Mm-hmm.
What happened to like the sedan market, the 3 Series market? What's going on? 3 Series is a bore. Audi's not inconsequential.
Replaced with SUVs and CUVs.
The C stinks. And then the Tesla Model 3 is just awesome. As far as I'm concerned. Maybe I'm wrong. I think Lexus makes a nice product. That machine, whatever the hell they call that, the IS. I think Acura makes a product nobody cares about. And I think Infiniti makes a product that only certain people care about that I don't care about.
2021 IS starting at $39,000.
Yeah, and I'm not talking about like top end, like the M3 and M4. Those are obviously cool, whatever. But like, and so's Mercedes's, Audi's isn't. But you know, I don't know. It's a market that used to be. We were talking about E30s. It was like sporty. It was a 325. It was the middle of the road. It was still a ton of fun. Something to look at. And I just don't think any of those carry that kind of anything anymore.
The IS 350F Sport starting at 42 for the rear-wheel drive version. 45 for the all-wheel drive version.
But so maybe the 340, despite they just keep on upping the number, which really frosts my ass. But
I mean, justifiably so. At some point, it's just nonsense.
I was at O'Reilly's the other day with the boys. Shout out to the boys at O'Reilly's.
I love O'Reilly's.
And some kid pulls up in a 340, like the new one with the thing, and the guys are just like, "What the fuck is this guy doing in an O'Reilly's?" Dude had the fucking didn't even have a mask, like hoodie over his face. Like, don't worry, boys. This thing's his mother's are a lease. Like, the guy don't got a mask on.
330i, bottom of the barrel.
Yeah.
330i sedan. 2-liter inline 4-cylinder rear drive. 41,250.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like anything.
Yeah.
Damn, the 330 used to be the big boy. The
But now it's
E46
a 318.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, then it jumps up to the so you go core models, if you will. 330i, 330i X-Drive, 330e, 330e X-Drive.
What's the E?
330
Oh, man,
diesel.
like the old 325e?
hybrid or
2-liter BMW twin power turbo inline 4-cylinder with integrated electric motor, so a hybrid.
As opposed to the oldie that had a 3,500 RPM red line.
That making a whopping 288 horse out of that thing. Then you get into the BMW M340i, M340i X-Drive, obviously M3 Comp.
You know what M stands for now? Did you see that joke?
No.
Marketing.
That's very accurate.
A marketing edition.
M340i 3-liter turbo inline six.
Yeah, I mean,
Makes 382.
it gets okay, but it's just like it's just the range of cars I don't care about. And it used to be the hottest range. Like, say what you want about the B7 S4 or the B5 S4 rather, or any of the S4s, but the B5 S4 when it was out and nobody knew it blew up was the tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still is.
Yeah, see, I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
Hey, if you can get through it, it's a sick car. They looked cool.
Yeah.
They had enough room. They were fast. They were modifiable, and that was the middle of the road.
Yeah.
Even like the E46, cool looking cars, fun little cars. I just don't get that out of the new stuff,
Yeah.
and I don't know why. The C I've never gotten that out of. Besides the C63, which is just totally outrageously way too badass.
Yeah.
Which is one of my favorite cars. But the rest of the C's, like, I have nothing to do with them.
Yeah, just the C300 lease specials that were out there everywhere.
And like you said, the SUVs, like the X340 is fucking sick.
Mm.
The Mercedes just released a GLB AMG, like a 310 horsepower AMG with like an actual back as opposed to like the Lowe's back.
Oh, that's the helmet?
No, yeah, it's not a helmet. It's like
okay.
it's a square boy. It's like a Subaru. It's like a Mercedes Forester. I mean, it's awesome. Big motor. I don't know. I think it seems like everything else is cool, but that midsize sedan just sucks. Not midsize, whatever those are called, compact sedans. I don't know.
I mean, if you just Google.
No, I think mid-size because a full-size would be your...
Full size is a 7.
Oh.
Midsize is a 5.
I thought that was like a luxury.
just
It's luxury too.
Yeah.
entry level sedan. I mean, if you just Google, like, just for curiosity and fun, what happened to sedans? There are just article after article after article. The life and slow death of the sedan. America has fallen out of love with the sedan. Why people aren't buying
sedans
sedans?
rock too.
And they do. Not all sedans are dead.
and
Just
what-
the American models.
And what
So,
brought this whole conversation up is because I want to get a Model 3, and I was like, well, I can also, like, gas isn't expensive. I wouldn't have to install this shit to charge my car.
Yeah.
But the Model 3 just is more appealing to me than the cars, even like gas-wise. You know what I mean? It's not the
got a lot
electric that
more-
makes me want it.
It's got a lot more luster and features versus whatever the run of the mill.
Yeah, and I just feel like that we've talked about it before. The 3 is really plain Jane, where the X3 has all this cool shit, and this is like, what? Why? Why are you killing me?
Yeah.
And then hatchbacks, whatever. I'm not going to get in that
And then
rant
just
again.
go out and buy a 718 Cayman GTS. That's what you should do.
No, you buy a 2-year-old 7 Series for like $35,000.
Shouts to Jay Speeds picking up the Alpina.
Shout to
Oh,
Mr.
yeah.
Speeds. What'd he get?
He's got an Alpina now.
A big boy?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, Jay. I almost bought one, man. Those things are so cool.
It's yeah. He
What
has,
color? Don't tell me it's green.
It's black.
Okay.
Yeah.
Classic.
I believe it's right. I think it's.
I
Black.
thought it was like purple or blue or something.
Oh,
It's a dark color. I
Yeah.
think I think
hopefully it's
black.
purple or blue, but black I'll take as well.
Unless it's really dark purple.
The
What else?
one we drive was purple, right, Corey?
You
Well,
guess
you
as good
drove
as mine, buddy.
I
Oh,
thought
sorry.
Yours is green.
No, there was a green one too, but I think the one I drove was purple.
Was it? Okay.
I don't fucking know.
I
I should
thought it
have
was
bought
green
it.
with white.
Just can't put snowboards in it. What am I going to do with the thing?
Do the seats fold down?
Maybe.
You just
but
throw 'em
that's the
through?
problem. You're throwing like a wet snowboard in like this, like baby
Ow.
skin leather.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. It's gonna like knock a screen out. It's
Yeah.
gonna break the seat massage.
I mean, in that car, like if you cut a thread, you'd be fucking pissed.
You'd be done if I total it.
Yeah.
Yeah, those cars are incredible. If BMW's listening, which I know they do, a lot of the top guys over there listen.
Yeah.
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 Please make it
Shouts
so you can put ski racks on 7 Series.
Bernard over there at BMW.
Please shout to Bernard. Bernard.
Bernie.
Yeah. Ooh, Austin in the chat. Big shout to Jimmy Oaks for showing me you guys. Hey,
Shouts.
thanks. Thanks,
Shouts.
Austin. Thanks, Jimmy.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Where's Jimmy? Get Jimmy on here.
Pushing the good fight.
Let me
Jimmy,
talk to that
come on.
guy. Jimmy, hey, Jimmy.
Come on in.
Jimmy. I love that fucking guy.
Matter of fact, actually, I won't say that now. We'll-
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You're not going to tell them the big Jimmy Oaks collab news?
No, don't. No, we're not.
No,
like
not that. Not that.
Nothing. No. Next issue of the magazine will be cool. We'll leave it at that.
How cool.
Super cool, man.
Whoa.
A lot cooler if you did. Something.
Buy it.
Buy it. Yes, exactly.
Bye. You won't.
What else do we have for?
Oh, you guys did something about how low the bar was for cars, and it's funny because I was viewing another independent car magazine,
Yes.
Shout out to the boys at O'Reilly's over there just looking at magazines during the Rona.
They got magazines for sale there?
No, my boy has one behind the counter. He's like, oh, check this out. I was like, yo, I got all sorts of time to hang out here. You guys cool? Can we crack some of these monsters in the fridge? Let's get this going. Let's get a fucking party going, man.
The one near my
Those
house always has a crew hanging
Yeah,
out.
unbelievable shouts to the boys at O'Reilly's in Johnson.
There's always
Big
a
show.
crew of misfits.
So anyways, I'm looking at a magazine. Hope this doesn't get the homie in trouble. And they have a full build, right?
Yeah.
And it's a GT.
Did you take a picture of the
I took a picture. Yeah. It's a picture. If it's a GTR that's red, like my GTR was.
Yep. R32.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay. First off, wasn't a GTR. I don't know if you can see it, but it's super glossy. Look at that engine bay. It like the dude didn't even clean it.
Oh.
It's like it's not painted. It's like it's just the GT, like the 2-liter one. It was like, and it's like it was on the cover of the magazine. It was just like, wow, man, that's like I wouldn't have shown the bay.
Right.
Yeah.
Just let everybody guess.
And that's kind of what we were roughly around the bush beating you at last week. But that's the thing. Like, no wonder why fucking magazines are dying. Let's actually, try to make the quality better instead of paper that you want to wipe your ass
you just
with,
have to like. I mean, I know not everybody's going to spend an ungodly amount of money on shit, right?
Right. Especially now.
But not everybody's going to get in a fucking magazine either. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
that's exactly, it's not.
So,
I like hockey, but I'm not going to play in the NHL.
yeah, exactly. Like, I understand. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I've seen magazine cars. There's at least one in the showroom right now, in the Revival Motoring showroom. That's probably one of the best ever. And everything's done on it, and that's why it's been in magazines multiple times. Yeah. But it just has to. You have to bring something to the table. If the paint's awesome, the exterior is awesome, but the interior is just like and the bay's a disaster. Like, you got to ask yourself, hey, I think the car's really cool. If you go home and wash your engine bay, you can be in the magazine. You know what I mean?
It's honestly made me like the way we approach revivals, because I want the story there. But I might even take it to the point.
That.
But I might even take it to the point of like, all right, if the story's there, that's a film piece. That's a video piece. Because now I'm just like, no, fuck this. Let's set the bar even higher. Like,
yeah, and Corey had a great point where he said you can't tell anybody anything sucks now.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Right.
That's the general
PC
idea,
culture.
but I tell everybody stuff sucks all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, there has to be a point where, like, if you're putting your name on something, it's like
that's that we've
like,
just become.
It's like our buddies that own shops and do work on stuff and do paint. I'm not going to put my name on it if you need the cheapest, shittiest way. Like, it should be the same with a magazine. I'm not going to put it in the magazine if it's not going to reflect well.
It's unfortunately become okay to be mediocre, when before it should be, whether it's the amount of like,
you can't go dumpster diving for content. You can on YouTube all day, but if you're going to publish it and spend the money and do the paper and ship it to people,
and we're
like,
not even
come
talking
on.
just cars in general. Like,
Generally,
obviously we're that's what we're here for. But like, even photographer, I'm just like, people like not anybody in particular, but you look and just fucking go crazy over certain people, and I'm just like,
well, the thing is,
just not good.
And if it's your car, I mean, how can you even disagree with me?
Right, that's that.
If this is your skyline in that magazine, how can you disagree with me?
You should be your own worst critic for the most part.
Yeah, and you know what's not going to work? Well, what's yours look like? Well, it's way better than that fucking piece of crap.
But even if it wasn't,
no, but like
your argument is still
there's better ones out there. I know multiple ones out there that are great.
Yeah. And
I shout to everybody that listens to this podcast that builds magazine level shit. It takes years and years.
I was going to say, matter of fact, there's one coming up in the next magazine.
There is. That's insane.
So, but even Corey said it last week, was just like, no, kind of police yourself. And if there was something that, I'd love to shoot that for that. Like, no, let me finish this first. Or let me do this first. Or just, no, I don't think it's ready.
And don't get me wrong. If it's in progress, I totally get it, but mention it. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then if it's in progress and on a substantial, like you got interior, exterior, and engine, right? If one of those three in ice,
don't forget the ice.
If one of those four categories isn't done yet, hey, we'll throw you in a couple months.
Right.
I don't know. I just don't get it. It's not like there's that many magazines that you have to die for that kind of stuff. There's so much cool stuff out there. So I don't know. It was interesting after seeing this and hearing you guys talk about how. Like, and I know there was a specific car that you were talking about, Toby's car, and I just, I just don't.
Shouts to Toby, miss you, buddy.
No, but it is something that you see reflected on Instagram, etc. And it's the same thing with the show us your bays thing.
Yeah.
And it's because there's all this instant gratification stuff on Instagram. And like, yeah, you can get your car, wrap it, make it look cool, put it on expensive wheels and slam it.
Yep.
And then you've got Instagram points now.
2021.
It's just the magazines. Our magazine's not about Instagram points, I guess.
No, not at all. No, and that's why I honestly there's an inner struggle with me now because, like I said, I want to cover awesome stories and awesome people.
Yeah, well, stories and
highlight
stuff are great.
shops and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like fuck no. Let's draw the line. This has to be perfect to be in this magazine.
Right, and if it's a story thing, it should reflect in the text of the magazine that yeah. And, I didn't read this whole thing, but I read a bunch of that article and was like, okay, well, I still don't understand why there's literally nothing. The engine bay is it's not clean.
Right.
Yeah, at least
you can
clean
see
it.
like a bunch of extra wires zip tied to the battery. Like, come on, man.
Right. Can we,
Either fast or clean, take your pick, I mean, I don't get it.
Yeah.
I don't get it. I never will.
I don't know. And
I reserve my right to tell people it sucks.
Some people think that that's okay. That's accepted. Fine.
It's
whatever.
fine, but if I'm
there's nothing wrong with
if I'm buying a magazine and that happens a couple times, I'd be like, wow, this is what makes it on this. Why am I paying for this? Right. I can go to the
Instagram,
the whatever meet and see this, or I go to Instagram and not see this, just see the outside.
It's okay for people to lose. It's okay for there to be one winner. It's okay,
and it's okay to have a car like that. But I just don't know how it gets in the magazine at that point.
Right.
Like if that's your jam, yeah, cool. You get your exterior done, you get on an air ride. That doesn't make me mad at all.
And there's nothing.
But I just don't know how it gets to the magazine point.
And that's the other thing. Like it's not. You don't have to do this over the course of a year. Like there are cars we know of that are 10-year builds.
Like all of our cover cars stand up. All of our cars in the magazine stand up.
Generally, there's nothing that I'm like shouldn't be in there. And again, after this, now I'm kind of like, fuck, I think.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, most of our stuff is pretty like, okay, I understand when this car's in the magazine.
And as long as it's a somewhat relevant story, it's like I said,
I know it's more about the story, but it's stories of really nicely done stuff
and just fitting to the times kind of stories, like the quarantine ones that we put in there. This is issue number 6.
Mm-hmm.
Like it made sense because of like, fuck, here's an example of what some people are doing with the shitty, hand that everybody's been dealt, or at least doing something cool with it. But yeah, I think, I don't know. I want to use our YouTube for obviously the vlog stuff and more film stuff on there. But we're going to kind of decide and go a few different ways. Like, all right, this makes more sense for YouTube, or nope. If it's going to be magazine, here's what it has to be from here on out.
It was interesting too, because another shout out to the homies at O'Reilly's. He was like, we're so into more like print. Print's like the best. And he's like, what do you see this magazine? Like this magazine's like good paper and stuff. And I checked the magazine and I was like, I'm going to bring my magazine here next time. Because like you have no idea about like the quality of paper and like coffee table level.
Yeah.
I mean, don't get me wrong. This thing was half the price of ours.
Yeah.
And there's certainly a place for that.
Yep.
But there's another like ultra premium kind of level that we're trying to live at, and
I think that's
what it is.
Where everything's heading. Like
that's where it has to, right?
Yeah, it absolutely has to. Smaller.
Because his was barcoded. You can subscribe to it. It's cool.
Smaller numbers, better quality.
Mm-hmm.
Basically. Any other deep thoughts, callbacks?
It's the only deep thought I have.
Okay, that was good. It was very good deep thought. Let's cue the boys. News. So, this was a cool piece. Tesla, they are obviously the Roadster's coming out eventually, and they continue to file patents for said Roadster.
Yes,
they filed a patent that basically is going to be electromagnetic wipers. So no arms, just kind of a tray somewhere
at
the bottom of the windshield.
Yeah.
and basically just it's going to maneuver a blade across the windshield.
Lasers?
Magnets. my favorite thing, magnets.
Fucking magnets.
Fucking magnets.
Literally magnets. Yeah.
Yeah, so basically a wiper is going to be connected to an electromagnetic liner actuator that will have the ability to wipe nearly 100% of the screen's surface.
Wiping 100%. I have other uses.
Do you need it to clean 100%?
I do. I always
Yeah,
get lost
I
in those
mean,
blind
why
spots.
not?
Why do you think
Yeah.
young Ben keeps wrecking?
Yeah.
It's just little corners.
It's got nothing to do with that.
Secret vase.
It's cool. I like to see it's reinventing the wheel. You know, everyone's just used the same wiper motor and the same for
Right.
so long. You know, so it's cool to see someone kind of throw something. Yeah, you know what? Let's give it a different shot. You know,
Thinking outside the box.
let's
if you
fix what's not broken.
If you listen to the Joe Rogan, Elon Musk that just came
Yeah.
out, like thinking outside of the box isn't the word for it.
will. Yeah, it's
It's gonna float.
yeah,
right. He wants.
I
to
heard about the
hover,
floating.
It doesn't have a reverse lever.
I heard about the floating. Yeah,
It just knows.
The no stalks.
No stalks.
yeah.
It's going to know when you want to change lanes.
Yep.
Very ambitious, that guy. That guy.
That's kind of how we got there.
That
Yeah.
guy Elon.
He's got that future name. You know what I mean?
It's true. Let's see.
Chuck was just talking about sedans,
Sedans.
some spicy ones,
Spicy sedans.
particularly the C63 AMG.
Oh,
Have you heard the news?
No.
yeah.
It's going
I
four
wasn't
cylinder.
going to bring it up.
Ah.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Tough break.
It's going 4-cylinder. The entire C-Class lineup is going down to a 4-cylinder, so this will be a spicy turbo 4. They'll all be turbo 4.
With EV, though.
Yeah. So, bit of a bummer because part of the 63's
Luster.
brute charm was its ignorant noise,
Yes.
and
so ignorant.
that'll be missed.
That's one of the most ignorant sounding factory cars you can get your hands on.
Yeah, it has to be.
I've never seen anything set off alarms in a parking garage under a hotel like
Yeah.
that in my life. Yeah, that thing. You know what that thing brought? That thing brought the fucking thunder everywhere you went. You
Yeah.
put it in sport mode. That's it. Everybody's leaving.
Who's familiar with the song "Bring the Ruckus"?
Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah.
That's what happened.
That's like that car's soundtrack.
Oh, that car was.
That's a very good
I'm
way
still
to put
in
it.
love. Still
Yeah.
in love with that. I want to buy one of those. Maybe I'll just buy one of those instead of a Model 3.
You put a roof rack on it?
Yeah, of course you can.
Are you
Plus,
sure?
it's rear-wheel drive, just like all the fun I'm having now.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Rest in peace, my snow tires.
Yes. Does donuts. Confirmed.
Boys, I have important still anus news.
Good. I'm glad you brought this up because I wanted to talk about the anus that is still.
SRT is dead? Question mark. They're killing SRT. Priority of performance, however, is not going away. They have dismantled the SRT team. I'm guessing because they probably had some type of rager where they started
Yeah.
putting large 8-cylinder supercharged motors into Journey minivans. They're
Yeah.
like, you know what? These guys can't hang out together. So they have dispersed them throughout still anus, and there will still be SRT models, but it won't be their own division. So they put like a party animal in every little division.
They spread them all up.
So
They
it's a
couldn't go full Voltron.
It's a bold maneuver.
Yeah.
Because when they were all together, it was a mess. There were addicts. They had problems.
Yeah.
But now there's a possibility where it's like you're sending little addicts into all parts of your company.
They're going to infiltrate.
They're going to infiltrate, and the whole company's going to go nuts. Which
Yeah.
I'm hoping that's what happens.
If ever there was a time
when they rename the company
Where-
just SRT,
where we wanted to
Anus.
see an anus spread,
Yeah,
this is it.
exactly.
This is like
This is the time.
this is the time.
No, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, so this a spokesperson from Stellantis, Stellantis, whatever,
Still anus.
said that the same people will still be employed and basically be doing the same job.
It's kind of like what the Catholic Church did, if I'm honest.
Yeah.
Just send those guys somewhere else.
Yeah. Just keep moving them
It'll
around.
be fine.
Things
They'll
around
be
a bit.
fine. They'll be
Right,
fine. We'll
right.
just shuffle them up.
Disregard that.
So I think they're still heading for trouble, and hopefully it corrupts the entire organization
I'm
of Stellantis.
Still waiting for that van.
I am too.
Still waiting for that van.
I think what happened is they were on the precipice of it. They were on the brink of it at some ripper SRT party because
Yeah.
they probably have like a frat house with just SRT on top, and they're
of
like, "We're
spray
gonna
paint.
do it, boys. We're
The
gonna sneak,
Hellcat logo.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
like-
say, bunch of spray paint on the walls.
we're
It just
gonna
says
sneak this
Hellcat.
bitch
Yeah.
through. We're gonna call it the Lucifer, and it have like just choking out a Raptor or Dodge or a Chrysler van or whatever."
Yep.
And then the The Italians came in, the men who run the company of Stellantis,
Yeah.
kicked the door down. Like,
Fucking
listen,
pointy shoes.
you guys are going to the normal dorms with the normal people. This is crazy.
One
No-
per dorm.
No frats on
Yeah.
campus. I think they made a movie about this.
It's over.
Yeah, so it seems as if SRT engineers already work on products outside of the SRT lineup solely, such as the Trackhawk, the TRX, and the 392 Wrangler. And the spokesperson said that if they never made a statement, we would never know. So
Doubt it.
they're claiming nothing is going
Trackhawk?
to change.
What was the other one?
The TRX,
TRX,
Jeep
and then
Wrangler,
the 392 Wrangler.
all under 700 horsepower.
Yeah.
All the real SRT stuff over 700.
I don't know. Is it?
I hope so. Remember when the Wrangler,
Yeah,
the Wrangler came out and they were like, "Oh, it's not getting the Hellcat motor."
Yeah.
I should have known it didn't come from the frat
Yeah.
house.
So their SRT engineers work on that stuff.
I think Porky's is what this whole move is based on.
I wish.
Movie
Porky's
Porky's.
was a great movie.
There's just a bunch of engineers pounding Jack Daniels.
Exactly.
I know. I think it's Revenge of the Nerds.
No, it might be. Oh my God, what's that movie? Animal House. It could be Animal House.
That's the one I was thinking.
Yeah.
But it's real. Porky's is great
Porky's,
as well.
Yeah, yeah.
But
What a time that time.
what a
frame
time
for
it was.
movies. My
Yeah,
God.
I don't know. I hope it doesn't. I hope it doesn't Lowe's down the whole line.
I find it comforting that this person claims if they'd ever said anything, we would never know.
That's impossible. Because we'd be having podcasts, be like, why do all these SRT models
Yeah.
suck?
Yeah. Where'd they go?
Well, they're saying nothing's going to change.
They did mention electric stuff though,
Yeah.
which I don't like to hear.
Yeah. I mean,
No, but I mean, so you got to find a way to cross 1,000 horsepower.
Just when Stellantis
yeah.
gets on a roll, they're probably going to put a motor in the front and in the back of the Journey.
Yeah.
1,400 horsepower van,
Yeah,
boys,
no
all-wheel
third
drive.
row.
all-wheel drive.
All-wheel
Yeah.
drive.
Comes with snows.
Comes
It's fine. It's fine.
I still think the front-wheel drive
Let the fucking party.
Hellcat's coming.
Let the fucking party rage on. That's
Yeah,
all we
so
need
that's
to do.
hard to that's hard to hear though.
Don't take that away from us, please.
That's like when the designer from Aston Martin went to Ford and made the Escape with the Aston Martin front end or whatever that thing was called.
Taurus.
No,
Remember the Taurus?
The Fusion?
I don't know.
What's up?
Maybe Fusion.
Fusion had the
Remember-
Aston Martin front end.
Remember
Remember?
Ford debuted a vehicle and you're just like, oh my God, that's the Aston Martin
Oh.
front end. It's literally
All the same parts too.
Yeah,
it's built
like,
better.
What the fuck? What else do we
Oh,
have?
speaking of terrible English ideas, Jaguars is becoming an all-electric brand
Oh, God.
from 2025.
I see this.
This is worrying. The company is called Tata. If you want to address your concerns to them, and then the first full electric Land Rover, which is also part of Jaguars, coming out in 2024. But Land Rover is going to continue its off-road ethos, while Jaguar is going to be upscale, luxury, very, very warm electric cars.
Very, very warm.
Yeah,
So
like on fire, I'd
Yeah.
assume.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how concerned I am that Jaguar is going to go all electric.
I mean, is it going to be their own stuff?
I hope not.
Yeah.
I don't know there's just no track record for me to even be like, I want heated seats in my Jaguar.
Who
Never
are
mind a
they-
full electric car.
Who owns them now?
Tata.
Yeah, but what is Tata's big though? Tata.
Yeah. Ta-ta.
Yeah.
It means goodbye.
Goodbye.
Many languages.
Yeah. Do they
Perhaps.
own other car manufacturers?
Land Rover.
Land Rover.
Oh.
Yeah, because
And they own Tata, which is an Indian
They make the tuk-tuks?
that makes tuk-tuks.
Yeah. Tata makes the tuk-tuks?
Tata makes the tuk-tuks.
No, that's the little thing, the little like moped taxis.
Yeah, I don't know if they make those. I'm pretty sure they make like a low-end car that they sell on the Indian continent.
No. Anyway, I mean,
Low-end cars.
are they sacrificing the Jaguar to keep the other brands' internal combustion?
Well, no, because that's not a thing over there. So no, they're just
They don't have those rules?
not that I know of.
Oh.
They're just sacrificing Jaguar to sacrifice Jaguar.
No, but I
think
mean-
that because
Oh my God.
Those
Just-
rules
just to-
exist where they sell the cars, though.
Just to let you
in
know.
India
In the United States?
they don't sell Tata in the United
No,
States.
but they sell Jaguar.
right. But what are they keeping gas then?
Was their other brand? What is it? Not-
Land Rover? Yeah,
yeah.
but they're making those partially electric.
Yeah, I think.
Are those
everything-
going over as well?
I think they're aiming to do everything.
Oh, I see. I thought
Yeah.
I misunderstood that.
I just don't know. I don't know. I mean, good. It'll be hilarious. It's going to give us a ton of content.
I mean,
I remember Jaguar makes a super hot boy wagon. We saw one
The
today.
XF, I literally have been
Somehow,
obsessed.
I think it was jumping another car, but somehow I think the parked car was jumping the
Right,
Jaguar on the
Jag
road.
could have just died in the middle of the road.
Because they make a purple hot dog wagon.
The XF, I don't even know what it's called.
And I talked to the homie that works at Jaguar that listens to us. Thank you for your service. And he was like, you don't want one of those. It's going to be broken all the goddamn time. I was like, God damn it.
Jaguar XF Sport Brake is the wagon.
Oh.
And there's two models
Tell
of
me
that.
about how much horsepower the big one has.
It's a 3-liter 6-cylinder turbocharged, and I just remember that from looking at it earlier. Of course, their fucking website is horrific.
Nah, if I'm buying a wagon, it's going to have an 8-cylinder turbocharged. And it's going to be from the Mercedes.
So the biggest one that they make is just the 6-cylinder, and it makes like 3 and change.
Never mind. Cancel that.
Because even still, like,
there was an old man driving it, so they're hitting their target market.
if it's not that XF Sport or whatever, of course, I'm not gonna be able to find it. It's a 2-liter 4-cylinder.
Oh wow.
Yeah. It's
well,
not
I
much.
mean that's why they're
Here we
going
go.
electric.
Here we go. Yeah. So the 2020 XF Prestige Sport Brake starting at $65,150. Hot damn. As a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder all-wheel drive, making $296.
Wait, so it starts at that price?
Starts at that price. Now the 2020 XF S Sport Brake starts at $72,000. 3-liter, 380 horsepower, supercharged V6.
Jaguar becoming an all-electric brand will be more impressive than Tesla starting from nothing and becoming what it is now.
To becoming an internal combustion engine company?
No, from what it is, from zero, from some weird guy to a full-on biggest car company on the planet.
Tesla started off, out of the dig, if you will.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jaguar's in, well, I wouldn't call it full sprint, but
There's no way.
There's
just no way.
They're jogging at the very least. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. By the way, Tata's lineup: Tata Tiago, Tata Altras, Tata Tigor, Tata Safari. Just to name a few.
Tigor?
Tigor?
Is that a lion tiger?
I don't know. It's spelled
Ligor?
Tigor.
Tigor.
Safari. There's also a SUV called the Harrier.
Harrier.
And the
very nice. Is it very large?
Nexon. No, this looks to be the middle of their
Nexon Mobile.
This thing looks pretty cool. Majestic camo green is the color I'm picturing.
Ooh.
Anyway, that's Tata for now. Here we are. Any other news?
Yeah, bad news, boys.
Okay, what's next?
Kia, it's changing the name of the Sedona to the Carnival.
Excuse me? The who?
The Kia Sedona.
It's going to be the Kia Carnival?
Kia Carnival, and if you send them a self-addressed pre-stamped envelope, they'll mail you a badge for your Sedona to change it to the Carnival.
That's nice of them.
Yep.
So you got to put it on yourself.
Oh, yeah.
Take it off yourself.
Fucking muck up all your paint.
Yeah. No, that was a joke. They're not going to do that.
Okay.
If you told me that was serious, I'd be like, yeah, you know what?
You know, it's Kia. It makes sense.
Yeah, exactly.
Ever since the iCar,
It's really going to be switched over to Carnival.
The Carnival.
Is the interior going to smell like cabbage?
I would imagine it has to if it's called the Carnival.
That's the only thing I assume.
Yeah. You can probably buy some chili from it. I don't know.
And it's going to stab you.
Oh, you know what? I did get the name. It's a Kia. It's the Carney. The Kia Carney.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, no, I got that wrong.
Yep.
It's an accent on the A.
Carnet.
The Carnet. And it will forever be known as the Kia Carnet. Yeah, I don't know why, but hey, you know what? You want to spice it up? That's one way to do it. Change the name of a car no one gives a shit about. BMW did it with the 6 Series and the 8 Series. Worked fine.
Same thing. Take a step back to Jaguar. 2025 for Jaguar, followed by Land Rover by 2030.
Oh, wow. So give themselves a little runway there. Jaguar.
Iron out all the kinks by 2030.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
This guy's got kinks all right.
Put the fires out, if you will.
Yeah. I don't.
2025 is not that far away. I don't know if the people at Jaguar understand that.
I just
Tata.
think back to the Kia thing. They could change it to like the Kia shit. It doesn't matter. People are just gonna buy it because it's gonna be a cheap, affordable car for them.
Right.
They come to the crazy warranty. But like, who sat down in like a boardroom meeting and was like, you know what? The Sedona's got to change its name.
We got to the Sedona. Don't like Sedona one bit. He probably had a bad experience at a hotel in Sedona.
No,
like the guy buying the Magnum Pop.
Yeah, some woman got offended with a fucking short haircut, and now we have to fucking go ahead and change the name to a Carnival.
Why Sedona?
Yeah,
yeah, exactly.
And who picked Carnival?
Now it's the Carnet.
her.
Carnet.
Yeah.
Kia Carnet.
Carne.
Not to be confused with carne asada.
Yeah.
Just carnival.
Which means meat asada in the Spanish.
Meat asada. Yeah.
In case you guys were wondering. In case you guys didn't know.
Speaking of wondering, Subaru.
Oh,
we don't
boy.
talk about them too much. Come
God
on.
damn it.
Pump that.
Don't worry about that.
Crank that soldier boy. There you go. Come on.
Hey, this fucking...
One more time. There we go. It's just a delay. It's a delay.
It's
I don't know.
delight.
Right. Carnet. Subaru is preparing to launch a sub-brand.
Oh, no.
Wilderness is what it's going to be called.
Wilderness?
Wilderness, I believe.
This is pointed square at the Western Massachusetts marketplace.
Off-road. Going to launch with 2 new models, but it's going to be based on off-road vehicles.
Okay.
Because I guess the Outback and Forester accounted for more than 50% of Subaru's U.S. sales in 2020.
You don't say.
I wasn't
this is
surprised it was
what
like
they're-
90%.
Yeah,
What
I
else
see
do
them
they
all
sell?
the time.
Let's
They
see.
sell the ass end, the big thing.
I don't see that many of them though.
I don't know. I just always think they're Outbacks, but they're huge.
Yeah.
The Wilderness is going to give additional capabilities in those car lines, additional style, and the look of off-roading to a greater
Is it just going to
degree
be a Wilderness Outback?
than they have right now.
It's a terrible name.
I don't know. The first Outback Wilderness. Yeah. So the first to arrive will be the Outback Wilderness, which should be launched.
That's not how car names work, though.
this spring or midsummer. A few months later, likely the model's facelift, the Forester Wilderness will join the off-road tire.
I'm not a big car guy, but I'm pretty sure you put the brand name first
Will join
and
with
then the name of the vehicle.
They're starting
Off-road-
something new.
off-road tires.
Yeah, that'll work.
Increase ground clearance, a few visual tweaks. Let's see.
They're
Both-
turning it into like Nick Novak's Jetta. They just put scorpions on it, call it a day. It's
Safari.
ready to go.
They're
Yeah.
just Safari Subaru.
All come with Safari racks.
Yeah, that's their approach.
Wow.
Just figured I'd add that little tidbit there.
Yeah, big shout to all you women forklift drivers. Now you're driving a Wilderness.
Yeah.
Your car brand has now been changed to Wilderness. If you send them a self-addressed envelope, they'll mail you a badge.
Just a wilderness.
Congratulations.
It's a wilderness badge
Yeah, just slap it on the back.
You can put it wherever you want.
and a pine-scented little tree.
It's beautiful. You're going to look way tougher on this thing. Jesus. There goes Subaru's entire brand. Like 90% of our cars are these. Let's change the brand on them.
Right.
What are you doing?
Let's take half away.
Yeah.
And
They're changing the rest of the brand to Vaporoo. It's only STIs, WRXs, and BRZs.
Another bit of news: Tesla passes Audi to become 4th largest luxury brand in the U.S.
Who's ahead? I wonder who's ahead of them as far as luxury brands.
BMW, Lexus, Mercedes-Benz.
Wow.
I'm surprised Lexus is up there.
So I believe this is.
Oh, take that, Lexus. Suck it, Lexus.
I don't know if this is total units sold in.
Fucking unit.
Yeah, I believe this is cars registered in 2020.
Okay.
BMW 287,259, and I'm assuming this is obviously new car registrations. Lexus 271,384. Mercedes-Benz, I don't know why there's an asterisk there, but
Usually is with them.
Includes all
265
brands.
265,600. Tesla with 200,561, and Audi 183,594.
Didn't they sell 500,000? What? Half the people don't register? Oh, California.
Yeah.
No one registers this shit. They just put dealer plates on them.
Let's see. Oh yeah, no, this is just 2019.
Oh, that's
stats,
interesting.
But those are the ones I said were the actual 2020 stats.
I'm still just sitting here shocked that Subaru would rename the brand of the most cars they sell.
I don't know if it's a brand. A sub-brand. So
You'll go to the Wilderness store instead of the Subaru store to buy it?
no, I
Yeah.
think
How do you
still
get in
Subaru.
there? Is there
You
a test of strength on the way in? You have to hit one of those sledgehammer choppers to get in?
No, they give you an axe and see how fast you can cut down the tree.
Exactly.
out the
Chop this
parking
tree
lot.
down.
And the marketing behind some of this stuff is truly remarkable. Like, I don't.
It's numbers. It's nerds. It's nerds with numbers that go. Ooh.
Well, their numbers are great. They sell so many of them, but so where does that name change come in?
It's
you
like
know?
over the top to buy one of those things. You got to arm wrestle a guy.
Hey, I turn my hat around. I don't know what happens. It's like a switch.
Shot to the hawk.
Shove to the hawk.
Yeah, that's it's truly mystifying.
Another thing that's mystifying, and I don't want to get into this article because truthfully I didn't read it.
If I'm being honest.
The least satisfying car on sale today is a Mazda from Consumer Reports.
What Mazda?
Let me see if
General
I can,
blanket statement,
I
Mazda.
think it's just general blanket statement.
These
time
guys
it's
forget
not
Mitsubishi exists?
Mazda CX-3. Yes, here we go. Specifically, Consumer Reports says the Mazda CX-3 scored lowest on owner satisfaction for specific models.
No way. That's only because Mitsubishi was totally forgotten about. They didn't sell any cars this year.
The Nissan Kicks came in second, followed by the Infiniti QX60 and QX50.
How's it too?
Rounding out the bottom 5 is the Jeep Compass.
Oh,
As far
they
as,
still
like,
sell
least
a
satisfying?
Compass?
Least satisfied. Right. So most, I assume, customer complaints after the fact. Now, on the other hand, let's see.
Most satisfied?
Most satisfied. Tesla vehicle owners continue to absolutely love their cars.
Let's
with
go.
Model 3.
Let's go. Roof fell off. That's okay.
Checking in as the most satisfying.
Yeah.
Additionally, the Model S and Model Y claim third and fourth spots. Runner-up to the Model 3 is the Kia Telluride. And Mazda somehow redeems itself by taking fifth in the top category with the MX-5 Miata.
Yeah.
I refuse to believe that. Actually, I believe the Miata.
The Miata for sure.
And the top 3 Teslas, I also believe. That's
The Kia Telluride, I mean, I've never driven one,
I see them,
but like
and I'm just
they're
like,
everywhere.
I see them and I like.
they big,
I like
they
them a
cheap.
lot.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'll take it. They look cool, I guess.
You get what comes in like $100,000 like SUV thing in like a $40,000 Kia. You get like all those luxury and those comforts. Remember we saw it at the New York Auto Show and like we were
Yeah.
like, what is this
Does it
thing?
massage?
And we actually really liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does all
Along
this
with
kind
the
of
steel.
weird shit inside. It's got cool lights. It's big.
But does it do the bouncy thing like all the
Mercedes
the Maybach
ones?
Mercedes there?
I don't know. If it doesn't have the massage my seat has in my M5, I don't think I want it. The old ass inflation.
The old prostate.
The old prostate exam.
Yeah.
Prostate checker. Anything else for news?
Boys, I got another one. And it's not as exciting as the previous news I spoke about. It seems Porsche released a new GT3.
They did.
That's it. We don't have to get into that. We already got all our Kia and Daewoo news out of the way.
Yeah.
No, they released a new GT3. It's wider. It's got a new swan neck rear wing.
How do you feel about that?
I don't know. Everybody's doing it. You know what I mean? Christian von Koenigsegg comes out, swan necks.
Yeah.
Everybody's swan necking, you know?
I don't know. It didn't look as cool to me unveiled as it did like when it was under wraps.
Well, Corey, it provides 150% more downforce.
So that's a substantial amount.
That allowed it to
Go park
break
it.
the Nürburgring time of the previous model by 17 seconds.
That's a lot. 17 seconds is a lot.
That's an eternity. Considering most things are like a tenth of a second.
Yeah.
So that's what the Swan Neck does. It's an NA 4-liter, revving up to 9,000 RPM. Got double wishbone rear like the 911 RSR, which is new for the vehicle. I guess they took off the live axle and leaf springs. 502 horsepower, 10 more than previous. It's got the 6-speed L manual. It's a bigger car than the previous car. A lot beefier. However, same curb weight. It did a 655.2 over the old Nürburgring. And yeah, it shaved the previous GT3 lap time by 17 seconds, which is ridiculous because of the aero. 0 to 60 in 3.2, so it's not that fast, and top speed of 197.
So even though it may not look the most appealing, it's very efficient.
Yeah, and it's 150 grand with no options at all.
With no options at all.
I mean, if you just order the regular,
Yeah.
150.
150. And
Well,
then to
dealer mark a
actually
boy.
receive one.
Oh yeah, no, they don't
Yeah.
ship it to you for 150.
Yeah.
No.
That starts the process.
Yeah, you put a motor in it, it's 200. It goes from there. But anyways, it's very GT3 looking. I'm not at the point yet with GT3s where I just don't give a shit, but I'm getting there. And I really like them.
They are nearing that like supercar territory of like
The price is reasonable at 150, I guess, but like all the new Ferraris that come out, I just don't give a shit at this point.
Right.
In GT3, some of the big Porsche models are getting there. Like, I know it's just going to be awesome. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think the only reason I don't just not give a shit is because it is so good. But Because this thing's going to whoop a $300,000 Ferrari around anything.
Yeah.
So
The weird thing,
but I just know, like, okay, GT3. If I win the lotto, I'm going to get a GT3. That's
right,
fine.
Right.
I don't care what it has.
Add one to the stable. But
Yeah.
for me,
How fast can I crash it on the ring?
the more interesting one right now is the Cayman.
The Cayman's interesting too.
I'm just like I'm all in on Cayman.
I mean, I like the GT3. It's just, yeah.
No, I certainly don't
If they were
dislike
just
it.
like, here's a GT3, it's a little different and it's better, I'd be like, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't even need a horsepower number anymore.
Right,
I'm
just
fine.
Have at it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Ferrari model. This one's lighter. This one's faster.
It's the fastest red Ferrari we've ever released.
Yeah.
Supposed to be the fastest GT3 every
Yeah.
single time.
And it just seems like Mace's been doing this too long now, but it just seems like there's always a new GT3 coming out. And get ready for the GT3 RS.
Yeah.
Which is going to be the same car that has more aero and is going to be 10 seconds faster.
Right, and the more ridiculous
it's going to have 3 more horsepower.
and big splitter on
and
the
then there'll
front
be a
and-
GT3 RSR, and that's going to be the fastest car on the track. And then next year, the normal GT3 will be just as fast as the fast one. It's cool, and Porsche just keeps I guess the coolest thing about it is a 4-liter 3.0 making 502 horsepower. That's ridiculous.
I wonder where the end is for them.
Haven't driven a 4-liter. Well, haven't driven the 6-cylinder flat, whatever GT3 I drove with 400 horsepower. I was like, holy shit,
Yeah.
this doesn't make any sense. So yeah, the motor's still just totally a peach, I'm sure.
You raise a good question. Will there be an end?
No.
Yeah, I mean,
Because they're
the naturally
taking,
aspirated engine will only go so far.
Well, no, I just mean like they're going to continue to refine it.
Yeah.
Because I think their next step is going to be, Porsche guy buys his own
Interesting
fuel.
thing,
The
6-speed.
synthetic fuel.
They learned their lesson from when they didn't do it.
Right.
Yeah.
Now it's there.
It's
I believe
not
it's-
even a question.
It's standard 6-speed, but then you can
do
purchase the
PDK.
PDK. Yeah.
So yeah, it's I think that they did learn their lesson from making the whatever
GT2.
the GT3 that didn't have a 6-speed like a generation or two ago,
Okay.
and now they're offering it. Remember when they put out the Carrera R
And it
or
was
whatever
the
to
big-
screw everybody that bought GT3s?
Yeah.
So
Maybe they're Porsche guys mad.
Porsche guys are something.
They are special.
What kind of toe specs are on that Porsche?
The toe, the camber.
Let me know about. Can you set the camber?
Hey, Tom.
Hey.
What type of oil filter you put in this thing?
Yeah, gotta know what the
What day
parts,
was it
baby.
manufactured?
What kind of vest was that guy wearing? Anyways, we love Porsche guys. Thanks
Shouts to Tom.
to Tom.
Yeah, speaking of supercars, you don't really give a shit about.
Yes.
It's a new McLaren.
Yes.
Oh, the Arturo.
Artura.
Don't have any information on it, but goddamn, that's a beautiful vehicle.
Looks
a
cool.
hybrid?
Yeah.
Yeah, beautiful vehicle. I didn't look at any of the specs on it.
I didn't either.
I saw everybody in the mother was posting about
Once
it.
again, yeah, that's
It's beautiful.
I don't give a shit about it, but
Yeah.
it does look really cool. I saw Johnny Lieberman, big shout.
Big fan of that.
He did like the 2 side shots of him, and yeah, the new one looks way better.
Yeah, it's just a really nice looking car.
Artura. So they've gotten away from the number names
Yeah.
now,
yeah.
and now
They
they're
changed
calling.
that.
Now they're giving them Italian names.
What does it mean
Next
in Italian?
generation hybrid supercar.
Advanced.
Does it really?
No, I have no idea.
A distillation of everything we've ever learned.
A distillation.
Innovation, lightness, refined.
There was a photo of like the monocoque that looked really cool.
I said,
To see that it's like totally stripped down to nothing,
yeah.
and see like that's where it starts, and that's kind of the little tub. It literally looks like a bathtub that you sit in.
Yeah. This right
Like, oh,
here.
that's cool. Yeah.
Manscaped, man, just stripped
Yeah.
down to nothing.
This thing
Code
is
Revival.
definitely use Code Revival.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks really cool. The press car's green, or the pictures are a green one, which I'm a big fan of green. This is how much we care about supercars. I like green. It looks better than the last one. I'm sure it's fast.
That's it.
Thank you, McLaren.
There it is.
What
That's
is
the
it?
only
Let's
important
see.
note I wrote about it.
Green.
It is a beautiful car.
Yeah, it really is. And it's got a silly name. I'm into that.
671 bhp.
So it's a 671 Longtail.
No, because they get rid of that. 531 foot-pounds of torque.
All right.
Rated top speed of 205 miles an hour.
Okay.
There's that.
Yeah, sure
Yeah.
is.
I'm sure people are
She's
lining up
pretty.
to buy them.
Yep.
Just like the GT3. Going to be purchased and
I
sat
care so
somewhere.
much more about the GT3.
I wonder
than that.
how much. What's the price point on those? Do we know? Did they say?
Shit. Let me see.
More than you can afford, pals. Where it starts.
Definitely, but I want to see comparison to
GT3.
the GT3.
I bet it's double.
I think it's like double, 300-ish.
Let me see. I can probably
Hold on,
find this
to MSRP.
here. 225.
225.
starting at about 225.
Oh, so
goes
that's
on
like a
sale.
GT3 with a motor delivered.
Yeah.
And paint.
Goes
Yeah,
on
maybe.
sale.
As long as
later
it's
in
not a fancy
2021.
color.
So
Yep, orders being taken now.
It's a white no-VIN GT3 with motor price.
yeah, I mean, I certainly think that looks better, but I mean,
McLaren's first plug-in hybrid, first model to use freshly developed 3-liter V6 engine.
4-liter flat six.
I was saying, yeah, you got to go with the bigger engine.
Everybody knows.
Wow. Yeah,
It's probably going to be dynamically incredible.
Yeah, it's going to be ridiculous. It's going to sound wonderful. I'm sure we'll see one
It's going to bend minds.
someday.
Yep. Someday we'll be in
Supercars.
California and we'll see one go by and say, look at that. That's an Arturo.
Meanwhile, I'd like to scrape together some coin and buy a Fiesta ST.
Yeah, where can I get myself a Fiesta ST? Yeah, that's cool. As I said, I enjoy the color. Yeah, that's all I got news-wise.
That's it for news, I think.
I'm glad we covered Stellantis,
Yep.
Kia, and Jaguar. Very important stuff, keeping you up to date.
I mean, potential for
Wilderness.
potential for content for like the next 15 years.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
At
just,
minimum, the next 5.
Yeah, sure. We really laid the groundwork today.
yeah, right. Here it is. Here's the start. 2021.
I want a Swamp Thing Wilderness.
Let's circle back, see how this turns out for Jag, and let's check in 2027, see how they're doing.
I can't wait to see Subaru discontinue the Subaru brand and just go straight Wilderness.
Wilderness brand submodel by Stellantis.
You think they make like a Wilderness edition? I'm stuck on this Wilderness thing. It's crazy.
I thought that's what it was when you were talking about it. I didn't know it was like an entire sub
brand? Yeah,
brand.
So is it a Subaru Wilderness Outback?
technically.
Or is it a Wilderness Outback?
Or is it an Outback Wilderness, which doesn't make any
Let
sense?
me make sure
Yeah, it could be
Subaru
like
to
a
introduce
Mustang, like half brand thing. That's
Yeah.
Subaru to introduce rugged Outback and Forester Wilderness later this year. So see, maybe that article got it wrong. Let's see.
Rugged?
I think that's just a term for.
Not a
Rugged
lot of
Outback.
rugged guys driving Subarus.
Well, it depends what they want to identify as.
That's true.
You can't just assume. You can't assume.
Certainly
anything.
weren't born rugged guys driving
Yeah, it
Subarus.
just says the
but-
Wilderness sub-brand is designed to appeal to customers looking for something more capable than the company's mainstream models. More capable?
Then their mainstream models, the two models, they're moving to the Wilderness brand.
While it remains to be seen how hardcore they will be.
Oh, they're going to be hardcore.
People are going to be very pleased with the product
Lots
they
of-
see.
Yeah.
Full details should be announced later this year. In the meantime, we'll remind you the Outback is offered, blah, blah, blah.
Lots of
Who
Hanes
cares?
undershirts being wearing those things.
Not many wife beaters.
Whoa. Whoa.
So those are, what would those be called? Tank tops. Cool.
Lots of tank tops.
Tank tops.
Lots of tank tops.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of underarm hair involved in the Wilderness brand.
It's new subordinate
embrace it.
brand
Gotta
for
embrace it.
Off-roaders. Yeah, this is a sub-brand for off-roaders.
Oh, it's for off-roaders?
Well, that's what they're,
awesome.
Safari spec Subarus.
I think they've missed the mark entirely.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested only because I want to see what they're getting at.
Yeah, I'm interested because it seems like such a bad move.
Yeah.
Subarus. So this is, I mean, how sub-brand are they going to go? Right. Are they going to,
Is it going to be like the Eddie
have
Bauer
a
edition?
wilderness section? Right. Or is it just going to be Wilderness
Like, will there
line?
not be a Subaru Outback? There's only going to be an Outback Wilderness?
That's a good question.
I don't know.
Will be-
Maybe they should take
it
some of the
just says-
SRT guys.
Just says the next generation Outback SUV shown in our gallery here will be the first Wilderness car to hit the showrooms later this year.
So maybe it's the Subaru Wilderness Collection is going to be the Outback and the Forester?
Yes. I think so.
Well,
Well, write us in, boys.
On
Let us know what you think.
On that stunning bit of information,
yeah.
we can get.
Jesus.
Do you want to go over YouTube's right now?
Just ours.
Oh,
We
yes.
have a 27-minute
27
bonanza.
27 minutes of on the edge of your seat entertainment. I was stunned by the conclusion.
The thing about
You were stunned?
Stunned by
the thing about that video is you realize, first off, there's never been more than 2 people in my garage at once ever in my life. I don't think my wife's ever been in my garage, and if she has, she was just being mad at me for it. And meanwhile, during this thing, my entire extended family ends up in the garage. Everybody's speaking Polish. Like the background's just people yelling in Polish at each other. My kid's freaking out. It was just, I don't know what happened. I blacked out.
You got a pry bar. Young Ben's trying to undo a tab that's not even.
My father-in-law there for 1 second is trying to pull the light out. What are you doing? He came in and I was just like, what are you doing?
Everybody's trying to help the YB.
Everybody's trying to help the YB. They know he's struggling.
That's
Big shouts to YB.
We discovered YB has a vape necklace.
He has a vape necklace and I couldn't get a shot of it.
Can you imagine what Mr. T would think of that?
Mr. T, what anybody would think of that. Wilderness drivers pick on this guy. I mean, he's just.
Yeah.
I turn around 1 second and he's got his little white pendant necklace vape thing. And I'm walking through cupcake clouds here and there. And it's not even making smoke. It's just smelling.
Yeah.
And that's why I asked him about it and he acknowledges it, but he puts it under his hoodie.
Yeah. Keep that thing on him.
Yeah, and I don't know why he's not strapping the Timbs up. It was a brick outside. You're supposed to strap the Timbs up.
Still, a lot of questions. Still.
Lots of questions.
Except with his jeans. They're looking a little suspiciously tight.
Were they really?
Yeah.
No, that's just because the Timbs are so loose. It makes it look like everything else above it is tighter.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't think he's a big squat guy, so, I mean, those could have been women's jeans. Not saying they're not.
It's just nice to see
He's tall.
that on video now because it's like, oh, now everyone gets to experience what a night.
I'm going to do a whole
is.
analysis of the thing when I get home.
It's young Ben, buddy.
He's the best.
It never ceases to.
Well, I
amaze
feel
me.
differently. So,
When I done watching that video, I'm like, Corey shouldn't watch this.
yeah.
He's not
I watched it, I
going
was
to be
like-
happy with
I
it.
was like, no, this is perfect. This way everyone can see what a nightmare this is.
That's what happens every time.
Yeah.
And then somebody, I forgot who it was, but shout out on the thing was like, he should have looked up online how to do it. That's what he was doing the whole time. But he can't convey the message.
Yeah.
He's like, well, this guy's just, what's he doing?
Well, usually, like if I'm gonna do something like that, I'll watch all the shit ahead of time. So I
that's
know
that's
what I'm
absolutely
diving
not.
into.
No, I'm fairly certain he didn't have the correct bulb. He had like a $3 Sylvania bulb.
Which
That's
for-
an LED.
Right.
That's an HID thing.
Yeah. Which those.
He did his research.
And he also had backup bulbs that we just didn't put in because there's one point, and it's not in the video, where he's like, I think we had to take the whole bumper off. I was like, yeah, it's gonna. And he's like, I don't have time for that. I'm just gonna put it back together. I'm just gonna trade it in. I was like, that's the spirit.
Yeah. Trade it into who? For what? For what?
We'll
For what?
find,
Trade it
Huffy?
into the
Yeah, Huffy,
scrapyard.
who are you going to trade it
We'll
into?
find
Nobody wants it.
He's gonna trade it into somebody else on the road at full speed.
Yeah.
we'll find out. A week or so from now.
Yeah, I don't know. He said
checks
maybe
in.
it'll be back in the sad place.
Yeah.
Sad place.
But he's like, I'm just gonna trade it in. It's like, that's great. He wants to get a TT.
Yeah, because that's manageable for him.
How could he fit all that crap in a TT?
It's just gonna be in his passenger seat.
I get
Just
it. What do you
full
mean
of
in his
stuff.
passenger seat?
Yeah.
The passenger seat was full
Oh,
already.
no, like it's gonna be like a person. It's gonna be just.
He needs like a van to keep all that shit. I mean, it's literally empty water bottles in
Right.
like
in chip bags.
like chip bags and lollipop tops,
Yeah.
like just
Yeah.
straight garbo.
I would just throw everything in there out.
Yeah, but then you'd have to touch it.
No, if I were him, I'm just like, dude, don't stop fucking around. Just grab all the shit. throw
Yeah,
it
it
out.
looks like a teenage girl's car.
That's
That's how teenage girls treat their cars.
It literally is.
But I mean, he had the drive to come and try to fix something. That's big. That's big for today's generation.
Right, because yeah.
He 100% doesn't listen to this podcast. He 100% doesn't know how to listen to podcasts. Or nobody of that generation cares about podcasts at all.
Probably not.
Unless it's the one with Portnoy and the TikTok guy.
They care about 5-second.
Oh, you were talking
social
about
media
some
clips.
influencer Tanya likes. His name was. It sounded 100%
Oh,
like a
fuck.
porno guy.
I forgot his name.
Something
I can't remember
Star.
his name. Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
Jeffree Star.
Jeffree
Yeah,
Star.
that's definitely a dancer at Gerardo's, right? I was
Yeah.
like, dude, this guy's talking about some guy that's obviously hanging the goose out,
Yeah. Jeffree
catching
Star
ladies on TikTok.
getting paid.
What's he? He's in
Makeup.
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 Yeah, his own makeup line.
Yeah. Tall fella, let me tell you.
yeah.
Shockingly tall.
He does makeup.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
I met Jeffree Star back in the day.
You too?
You met
I
him?
met him. Yeah.
I met him. I was like, holy fuck, this dude is tall.
Yeah, just wild. He used to be with some like rap metal group,
Yeah.
Hollywood Undead.
Yes, literally, yeah.
They played in Alston.
All right, they played at Lupo's. This is fucked up because we both met him the same way.
That's exactly what it was. And
Same
I was like,
show?
That's Jeffree Star.
Yeah.
What the
I just
fuck?
I gotta go say
This is Jeffree Star?
Yeah.
yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Wild time.
You
Yeah.
should see, like,
Yeah, literally,
I mean,
yeah,
yo.
wild fucking times,
wild.
dude.
This guy's getting paid?
oh no,
Paid?
Dude, paid is
Yeah,
not
look
even
at the home
word.
he
Yo.
just purchased.
Like, there's a video on
Big
YouTube.
anti-show for my dad making me return that shark tooth necklace when I was a kid. I'd be getting paid right now.
When you get time and you want to be entertained,
Look at son.
just look up, his name, YouTube, like new house or something like that. And I say new house, I mean like, new part of the continent.
Yeah. It's
This is
insane.
You know when someone asks for $25,000 to use someone's product?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is where they get the idea from.
no.
Yeah.
I mean, chick is handsome though. Jesus, holy shit!
It's a
For
pretty
real?
fella.
Wow, that's crazy. This
Yeah.
and this guy. Well, I understand why I don't know about him, but Jesus, dude's getting paid. Wow.
It's crazy.
Yeah. Look,
And
I didn't expect that. He's not who I thought it was. That guy's not dancing to Gerardo's, that's for sure. Guy's just making that bank. You said he bought a palace somewhere?
Oh yeah, it's a legit
A
palace.
Taj Mahal?
Yeah,
And he-
legit palace. Like
I'm
a
not
place-
fucking up by saying he, right? He goes by he?
I think
I don't fucking care.
It's-
I mean, everybody's telling me it's he. I didn't even heard of the guy.
I think
That's awesome, man. There's a lot of pictures of him and Kanye.
So
Looks like Homeboy's got some tats.
one of the supers that I seen, one of the many.
This guy was
supers I
in a
seen
death
at
metal
SEMA.
cult or something?
I don't know history.
It was a weird like mashup thing.
Oh, that's my shit. Big
Music
shout
was
to
real
Big
bad.
Ian, Fetish for Psychos.
Yeah.
One of the biggest Fall River
Yeah. Whoop, whoop.
strange bands ever.
So
Looks kind of reformed juggalo.
I just somehow I think Tanya had it on or whatever. I remember seeing him like,
Jesus.
wait a second, that was the purple super that was at SEMA.
He's got a Supra?
He bought
He's a car guy?
Oh my god, pastel everything, anything you can think of, like McLaren.
No
Bentley,
way.
all that
Jeffree
sort of
Star's
stuff.
hitting. Can we get him on?
I don't think so.
Go ahead and reach out.
Yeah. See how we respond.
Cars. Jeffree Star cars.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's got a Tiffany blue Senna. Just
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh,
Perfect
yeah. This
example.
guy's getting it done.
Getting
He's
it.
got a
Yeah.
i8. He's got a yellow Lamborghini truck. Yo. This is just there's no way. Listen, there's no way a single one of our listeners knew who this guy is. No
Yeah.
way. You guys met this guy?
Yeah. He's just chilling out in Washington Street in Providence because whatever that shitty band one was playing. I was like, yo, what the fuck is
he
Jeffree
local?
Star? And I was like, yo,
What
what's
was
up, dude?
What was
Like-
Jeffree Star doing there?
How long ago was this?
You dap him up?
2008 or 9, maybe?
Okay, this is wild.
You
Yeah.
dap him up?
No, I just said what's up, like whatever.
Yeah.
I was
dap
going
him up.
inside, so like it was just you'd walk by him, but I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
How long has Son been famous for?
He was famous as fuck when I met him, so I don't.
How long ago was that?
2008 or 2009.
How do I miss someone that?
I don't know. There was rumors not too long ago that he was dating Kanye.
Good for him.
I saw a picture of him. Yeah, there's a bunch of pictures of him with Kanye.
Shout out
Not-
to Travis Barker smashing a Kardashian. Good for him.
What?
Yeah,
What?
the oldest one,
Oh yeah.
whatever her name is.
Oh, the dad. That's a lady.
Yeah. Bruce,
Bruce.
Bruce and
Fuck
Travis.
yeah, baby.
Yeah, Bruce and Travis.
Get that money, man. That's how you get it done. Big shout to Travis.
Boy.
Wait, I just-
let's
I'm so
Josh is trying to
infatuated.
get this
let's
back on
move
the road.
on. Let's move on.
Josh is trying to get this back on the road.
Maybe we can talk to Jeffrey more about his vehicles one day if he starts to answer your calls.
I have questions.
I can't believe you guys both met this guy.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
I
know.
mean,
How? What band? He was in a band?
It was Hollywood something or other.
Yeah, Hollywood Undead. He wasn't. I don't even think in the band.
He just went?
Was just like a. Not. I want to say groupie, but was.
He was more famous than the band
yeah,
at the time.
associated with those guys. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. He was an
Good for them.
affiliate of the
Shout to
band.
those guys. They
Yeah, there you
local? Where's Jeff Star from?
Wherever-
Pittsburgh? I don't fucking know.
From the pit. Big
I
shout to the
literally
pit.
have no idea.
Let's get this pit started.
Moving right along.
Other YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Larry Casella put out a new video where it's not even so much a detailing video. He literally just gets like this guy who's like
Of
a
course.
collector of old shit and like a kind of a hoarder, definitely a hoarder. It's loaded up in his van, like so much so that like it kind of actually looks similar to young Ben's vehicle.
Yeah.
Where you couldn't really sit anywhere.
Yeah.
And he empties this whole thing out and finds some wild shit. He kind of just power washes the inside. It's more for like a bigger thing he's doing. But it's cool. If you want to see weird stuff that's been stuffed in a van for 15, 20 years
That's
or whatever.
not the MCV.
Yeah. It's funny. It's like a definite work van, but it's got like what is it? There's like a big like table saw inside of it. It's got stuff hanging from the ceiling.
Like functional? Or just stuffed in there?
It was just stuffed in there.
Bad
Like,
things to have in your car in an accident. Table saw is like
saw,
one
yeah.
of the top.
Yeah.
they're at one point they're unloading the truck and it's in like what do you call it? Not fast forward.
Speed mode.
Speed mode. Yeah, we'll call
Yeah.
it speed mode, jump ahead mode. And you see literally the ass of the van as they're unloading it coming up off the tires.
Imagine if Young Ben gets in an accident, how much shit he's gonna get pelted with.
Yeah.
That's why. Well, that's why he has the helmet.
Oh, maybe he's
He's gonna put that on while he's
he's
driving.
looking for companies to sue.
Just in
got hit
case.
with got hit with 9 smart water bottles
Yeah.
when I went over.
Not only that, this kid's getting paid too much money to be drinking smart water.
Yeah. Who the hell has
It
money
ain't
for that?
helping.
Yeah, who can hydrate like that?
Yeah.
Jeez. Barely.
It's like a young Jeffree Star.
we can.
Yeah.
we can barely get the pull and
He
spring
wishes.
flowing. It's really funny.
Yeah.
Is I've been watching. Did you know there's a thing called the nano blade?
The nano blade?
Yeah.
Is it that the technology used in Manscaped? Manscaped 20% off
Nope.
revival? Oh.
Bosch makes a thing that is called the Bosch Easy Cut Nano Blade.
Okay.
Found this the other day and I watched a handful of videos after the fact. Picture a mini chainsaw on something the size of like your power drill. Like
Can I
just,
order
just
that?
you 100% can. I will send you the links. It legit is let me see. Corey, get a taste of this.
I have enough problems with the full-size chainsaw where it's very dangerous.
Oh yeah, no, this could be dangerous. Where is it? Oh, come on. It's almost like a Sawzall in many ways,
Okay.
But it like goes in your pocket.
but just look at how cool it is. Where is it? Hold on.
I'm
What's
pretty sure we
this?
lost our whole audience with the Jeffree Star conversation. Like the whole online audience is
Look at
gone.
that thing. Yeah. It's chainsaw. It's
Yeah.
a mini chainsaw. So I've watched a few of those videos. That's all I have for YouTube right now. That's all I got.
Nano blade.
This-
What the F? Oh.
Yeah, it's like a pocket knife.
yeah, about the size.
Yeah.
Except
What
for
would you do with this?
anything you want.
You just wield it.
You know what?
You ever brandish a weapon?
You ever throw one of these on a plane?
Yeah.
I would 100% just cut plastics in interiors of cars with this.
Yeah.
You should get Joey Booth on this thing.
Yeah.
That looks like it'd leave a clean hole. Wow. Yeah, I just see guys cutting very small branches with it.
It's like you could climb a tree and just kind of do a little
If
grooming.
These guys know about like loopers, clippers. You can
Yeah.
just clip branches like
If
that. You don't
you're-
need a mini saw.
Building is, a popsicle house. Use that.
Yeah, power is always preferred though.
Yeah.
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 Well, this is. Yeah, that's something.
Hey, we bring something new to the table every day.
There's like There's a wilderness customer cutting a branch off with one of these right here.
Yeah.
Huge nano blade, huge in the wilderness.
Huge in the
segment.
wilderness crew.
Do you have any YouTubes there?
They love it.
Oh no. Yeah, our YouTube.
YouTube is just ours.
Yeah.
Just ours. So I think we can talk to Rob.
Finally move on to something interesting.
Oh, wow.
So Rob has a company called Dent Patrol, which a brief summary would be a traveling dent removal service, right? Is that the best way to put it?
I'd say so.
How the hell did you get started in dent removal?
Through my dad. So back in, I want to say 96, 97, my dad had a buddy from the Michigan area that got into it. That's when, paintless dent repair started to get popular in the industry. He told my dad about it. My dad thought it was a great, new career. He had been a long distance truck driver, spent not a ton of time, but was away from the family every once in a while. So he decided to go into the paintless dent repair business. And then I just started, hopping in the truck and going to work with him.
Did you learn via osmosis? Is it just something like you got to watch and
A little bit of both. You got to do it
Yep.
to learn it, obviously. But yeah, it was just like a lot of watching. And then, we had panels and stuff at the house that we would practice on.
just to mess with?
Yeah.
When you're looking at a dent or whatever, like, do you have to form kind of a game plan first?
Yeah, depending, on the size. Old school body guys always say when a dent happens, molecules are moving. So think of it like a pillow in your lap.
Yeah.
If you press down in the middle of the pillow, the edges come up.
Yeah.
Same thing with metal, essentially. You get a big dent, you're going to have crowns at the top. You're going to have, if there's any paneling inside the door, that's going to push out. So
yeah,
it's kind of, you just make a game plan through that way, yeah.
So what's your approach? Does it depend on different vehicles? Obviously, manufacturer is going to be made different.
Sure.
Aluminum, in some cases, aluminum versus steel.
Yep. Like I was saying, it all depends on how big the dent is. If you got like a real small door ding or something like that, the approach is very straightforward. But if you have something that involves a body line, something that's taken a big hit, you kind of want to remove the tension off the center of the dent. So whether it be knocking down truck's quarter panel to make it nice and smooth before you push the metal or dent out, you need to do that first so you can, like I said, take the tension off of the paint so the paint doesn't break.
Oh, okay, because that was going to be a follow-up question. It's kind of how do you go about, because this is paintless dent removal, so how do you go about ensuring that the paint is left out of the equation?
Warmth. If it's cold outside, forget it.
Yeah.
It's good to have it either inside or have power so you can use a heat gun to keep it warm. And then working super slow. A lot of people, you'll see that if they've attempted it on their own, push real hard, real fast, and you'll get these ridges, peaks. And then if you look in the tips of them, sometimes you have cracked clear coat paint that just, makes a problem.
Yeah. It certainly sounds like it would.
Your tools in particular, are they made by a manufacturer, or is that something that some of them almost look handmade?
Yeah, there's a couple that me and my dad have put together over the years. That are like just mainstays, good to have around. But there's a bunch of really big companies that make great, paintless dent repair tools.
Because it's something that I feel like doesn't get enough emphasis certainly in our, community. Before you kind of came along, I didn't even think about it ever.
Yeah.
And it's just like now, oh shit, I want to kind of schedule a time to bring my wife's car here so we can fix all the kids' fucking dents.
Oh my God.
Yeah, right.
I showed him to Corey the other day. Yeah.
I think there's just you don't think about it. You hear about it every now and then, but having not seen it or whatever, a lot of times getting a dent in the car and you're just like, there goes the neighborhood. I'm never going to be able to fix that.
Yeah.
And what Rob has proven to me time after time, car after car, is that there's stuff that that my personal cars have, like Corey's Polo today.
Yeah.
Where it's just like, well, I'm glad Rob's coming, but there's just no fucking way that's going to look normal.
Yeah.
And it comes out. It's crazy. And the people have their own different rules. If it's like a dime size or quarter size, you're good. Beyond that, if it has a crease, you're dead. If not, and just I've never seen any proof of that. I've had so many. Like, you came to my house that day, did hours worth of dent removal on everything from all different kinds of cars, and they all come out. Like the M shoe has like the weirdest rear fenders in the world, and you could only really tell it was messed up by feeling it. And you came by and swung a hammer at it for like 10 minutes exactly. There are actually 103 hits, and it popped it back into place. It just, when that happened, I was like, well, I'm going to have to buy a fender for this car. It's going to be a nightmare. So, what I get out of the whole experience is, hope is not lost. If you get a ding, it's not even that big of a deal.
Yeah, absolutely.
To be honest.
And even in the last, I would say, 5 years or so, technology in paintless dent repair has come a lot farther. So that's where you'll get the older body guys. If you go to a body shop, they just say, "Oh, that dent's on a body line. Don't bother."
Exactly.
That is, too sharp. Don't bother. Whether it's working slow, the light that I use is nice and new, and it's a real great way to see the bottom of the dents. What we used to do is have like a PVC pipe and a spotlight that you would shine at the PVC and then use the reflection of the light off the PVC to see.
Oh man.
But now that we got nice LED lights, it makes it a lot easier.
Yeah, your light's real fancy. We were talking
Yeah,
about it
Actually,
earlier.
LED, and it looks like there's two different color temperatures.
Yep, yellow and a white.
So you changed. I noticed as we were working on the E36, you went from the yellow to the white.
Yep.
Why?
Color? I think the white, you get a little bit more, I don't want to say like high definition. I mean, you can really see any little orange peel or any little high spots with the white.
Yeah.
And then I just used the yellow kind of as I don't know what you like the an overview of
an overall,
yeah.
yeah, and then versus like the white is more detail.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Get it to a certain place,
and
then,
color too. You're totally
yeah.
right.
So what with technology changing in the tooling, which is great, do you feel manufacturers are getting worse with their like you have to, I'm assuming, have to have a good base to start with, like, oh, this particular make, model, whatever is good to work with because they make it salvageable, if you will, whereas manufacturers are looking to be cheaper, more less cost of materials, etc., make things cheaper overall.
Sure.
Is that playing a role in it?
Yeah. Like I was mentioning earlier, the Subaru's very, very soft.
Mhm.
But the
Who thought?
Yeah, I don't know. I have
Not the Wilderness.
I have
Yeah.
no bias here.
A Wilderness line is going to be fucking
Hard as fuck.
steel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Steel
absolutely.
body car. DeLorean.
Exactly. Full stainless.
Yeah.
And then you got some of the higher end Euro, Mercedes, Bentley, things like that. Their paint is really good. So when you're bringing a Dent back to flush and you get it glassed,
Yep.
it just looks great. Some cheaper stuff, you can tell there's always orange peel. Even one of the new C8s, I had an opportunity to fix a dent on that, and the paint was just orange,
Terrible.
peely, and real spotty. So
What do you mean by glassed? What is?
it's if you can fix something so that you can literally never.
Oh,
know
okay, all right. That's my assumption, but I just kind of
like Facebook PDR guy
Yeah.
saying, "Yeah, I glassed it."
I
Glass,
yeah.
glass that bitch.
The-
so it's like a sick industry
I'll see
term.
myself out.
I'm gonna throw it around. Yeah.
yeah.
I was going to say the couple vinyl wrapping videos I've watched. They're like, to achieve a glass. It's just like, oh my fucking word.
Yeah.
Bad.
Yeah. All right. Good. So now we know what kind of industry terms to avoid.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it's wildly impressive. The hardest thing we found, I know that day at my house, was taking the panels off, the interior panels of my wife's car, because the newer stuff, especially the new luxury stuff, they just try to hide all the screws and everything. So I remember pulling that was such a pain in the ass to pull the door card off, and that's like Corey popped the whole back out of the Polo in like 10 minutes.
It was one screw, and then it's just like hooks in a tab at the bottom.
Yeah, it pops right out. No, it makes it way easier.
Yeah.
But it's I mean, as long as you can access it from the back, it seems removable. I mean, the dent in her car was like, I got $1,000 off the car, and it was on the body
that was
line.
definitely a rough one.
Yeah, we were able to back it out to the point where it's just like, yeah, that's totally fine. Before it was like, holy shit, someone like, I look at someone open like an H1 door into it by just kicking it open.
Yeah.
And the whole crew got out, you know?
That's actually a good point, though, because now if you see something kind of sitting on the dealer lot that's got maybe something, a little ding or something. Negotiate
If you're not looking for dings, when I saw the ding on my wife's car on the lot, I was like, oh, here we go.
Chuck system leverage.
Oh, my God, it's incredible. If you catch something with a ding, know it can come out, and you can leverage the shit
Because on
out
the
of a ding.
backside, like,
Because they don't want to fix it. If it's not out when you see it on the lot, they don't want to fix it.
Or either that or they think it can't be without like paint or like body. But
I've seen so much of that too. Absolutely.
And like unnecessary paint, because you don't always want to have something painted, because it never, very few times it comes out.
Yeah, and
Perfect,
that's one of the biggest draws for paintless dent repair is you keep your factory paint.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got something high end, why put it in a body shop when I can, come to your house, fix it, and then you can be back on your way?
Yeah.
Just makes sense.
Is there, not particular color, but are some colors easier than others?
Yeah, light, like white, silver, unless you've got real high metal flake. Any lighter colors hide a lot more than, you got your bright black.
Yeah.
Corey, unfortunately, with the Polo, you can see just
I was just going to say,
everything.
it's just kind of the same thing, right? Black is just,
it's tough.
looks amazing color. However, it's the worst color at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I forgot I had another question kind of lined up in my head, but I lost my train of thought.
I know there's some stuff that like the side of my M3, for example, looked like the sand of the beach. It was like desert lumpy the whole way down, and that was like a combination of what you're talking about before. You kind of like remove the pressure from where it is, and it.
Yep.
I thought it was never going to be recoverable,
Yeah,
and like the whole thing's straight now.
Sometimes with those older cars, you have safety bars in the door that have been factory glued to the panel.
Yep.
And I know it happens a lot on older hoods. That factory glue will dry up and shrink.
Yep.
And it actually will pull
Pull
on
the
the metal,
panel.
and you'll get these weird little waves. So sometimes you can just cut that glue away, and the panel will come back to life.
Yeah. Yeah, but just, as I said, there's hope out there. That's what what it brings up. Because I've seen you do my old shit Then you do my brother's 1-year-old R in like 3 minutes outside today.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
It was absurd.
It's crazy.
Does what you do further stress the metal? In other words, is there, after you're done, yes, it's glassed, if you will, is there more of a worry in that spot after the fact?
No, I wouldn't say so at all. Sometimes you'll get dents that have been pushed in so hard that you'll actually stretch it, and it's almost like trying to get a dent out of a soda can.
Right.
And those, I mean, you'll actually have a real thin spot of metal that has been stretched that will come back, and you'll get a little like odd looking thing.
Yep.
And stuff like that, not really much I can do with it.
Yeah.
And that damage has been put there by whatever hit it. But if you're talking regular dents, like the dent on the Element that got fixed earlier, there's no issues with that.
Does it? It's funny because when you do it, it's so magical. And I remember after doing my cars, it was like, I'm going to come out back. Like, there's going to be a 3-degree temperature shift. I'm going to come back in the garage tomorrow morning, and all the dents are going to be back. Like, I seriously worried about that.
Yeah.
Because it was just, I've been told so many times they're not fixable.
Yeah, I've heard that.
And it's just like, well, that's coming back. Like, as soon as Rob's taillights come on, that's getting out of here.
Yeah.
Still, it's been a year.
Yeah.
No, it's just, they just don't come back.
Yeah,
So-
I got paid. I'm out
Because
of here.
the metal wants to be in the position.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like the ball wants to be in the hole.
Yeah.
Go to your home. Exactly. That's what metal wants to be.
I think it's like even more magical when you see him get out of his vehicle and bring out, a hammer, a piece of plastic, and this.
Oh, the B&E tools?
Right,
Yeah.
right, exactly. And it's just the tool. It's like, why do you have a chisel?
This guy's got a
It's just-
sickle.
Yeah.
Right. And it's just, you have an LED light, and I'm fascinated by how much the repair is your skill, not, it's not like a tool where it's, this tool is going to do this, or it's going to handle this.
It has nothing to do with the tools. You give me those tools, I'd fucking rip the door off the car.
That's what I mean. It's
Yeah,
such
it wouldn't
a,
work.
it's just such a incredible skill, truly. How long did it take you to be confident in your skills?
It was a few years.
Okay.
There's big dent companies out there that will let you give them a call, and they'll send you to school. 3 months, you get out, you get a truck, a phone, a route, and tools, and they say, go ahead, have fun. And I never understood how you could be comfortable going to somebody's house and being like, I'll fix whatever you have. And you've been in school for 3 months.
Right. Yeah.
That's just crazy to me. But yeah, at least a few years, I think. And I think it was probably even 5, 6, 7 years until you start, being comfortable, not really worrying about what you're gonna show up to.
Yeah, just confidence and right, whatever
Absolutely.
you're gonna see. With that, I don't want to put you on the spot, but what are some examples of the ins that just a green person wouldn't know, or just is there something you can kind of translate to us that it's just like, oh, this is just something that you would learn over time versus being taught in school?
I think a lot of people. I'm trying to think. That's kind of a tough question. Estimating things from just a phone picture.
Yeah.
I think you see something on your phone, you're like, oh, that's fairly easy. I'll just stop by.
Yeah.
And when you get there and look at it, it's never just as easy as, the phone is giving you this weird angle down and it doesn't look that bad. But once you get there, you've got a, 6, 7, 8 inch. I would say
Usually the other way around.
Yeah. Taking in the full scope of your job before you say, yeah, I absolutely I could take care of it.
It's very
for you.
similar to the detailing world.
Sure.
Yeah, because someone said you have a photo of a car and it's kind of in the shade, it looks great, but
Yep.
then it gets there and it's a fucking disaster, and you've already
Absolutely.
misquoted this customer.
Right, the gloss paint is matte finish.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, God, Matt, finish.
So I was just gonna say, so are there any types of finishes of cars that you're just like, I can't fucking do anything for this?
I don't know about not doing anything, but some of the newer Audi, I remember working on a new RS7,
Mm-hmm.
matte graphite from the factory. Just terrible.
Yeah.
I did some research beforehand, fortunately, because the dent was on the upper rail above the door in that little area where you can't get any tools behind it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we used glue to pull it out. But
So glue to pull it out. Please explain that, because today it was
Sure.
all hand tools and a couple magnets and stuff.
yeah, I didn't have to get into glue too much. But basically, I mean, it's like craft glue. I mean, it's not craft glue. They make PDR glue. But you'll put that on a little plastic tab that kind of looks like a little circle.
Yep.
Put some hot glue on it, put it in the belly of the dent or it, and then attach a slide hammer to it. And it's almost like a conventional
Okay, so
repair,
right,
like welding.
I was just gonna say typically almost
just
like
with glue.
welding those roof things, and
Yeah,
when
exactly
you're pulling
like
out,
that.
yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that before.
And with that Audi, that was the only way to get that dent out.
Yep.
Was put a little glue on there. And all I could think of is I'm going to put this glue tab on this new RS7 with this matte paint job, and it's going to leave a circle.
Right.
100%. Fortunately, I was able to figure out that if you cover it with a piece of like masking tape, you can glue tab right through it, and then you pull the tape away, and it's like nothing happened.
And it'll still.
So that was good.
Oh, damn, that's a tip.
Right?
Were you able to pull it out?
Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
I was able to fix it,
That's awesome.
fortunately.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine that was a cheap car. Someone doesn't want to
No.
dent. I wonder now, because it's matte, does the dent, would a dent stand out more, you think?
I don't know. Possible, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, because Josh questioned the color earlier, if that made a difference into.
Yeah, maybe if you're not getting reflections off gloss, maybe it'll hide something a little bit better.
Yeah.
But I think if you knew it there, because it was like a gray metallic, so once you got close to it, it was very.
I was gonna say, I feel like
obvious,
that
The shadow,
finish on that car, like anything's gonna stand out.
Yeah.
Just any.
For sure.
Like
Dude, buying
anything.
matte cars is such a bad
It's the
idea. Just for
worst.
anyone listening, just don't buy a matte car.
Yeah, it's
That's
the
tough.
worst.
It looks
I-
cool for a little while. It's like a yellow car.
Yeah. Unless it's an FD.
It's cool for a little while, unless it's an FD.
Yeah.
True.
Which case, all sorts of bad ideas might throw yellow in.
Yeah.
Now, you're based in Texas North, beautiful New Hampshire.
True.
You kind of do anywhere in New England, or how's that work out?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because we're going to have a lot of people asking.
Yeah, I mean, I drive all over the place, and if you live far away, then that's fine. I'll schedule a day and just drive out for you.
And we've done it before a couple times where you kind of schedule a dent party, right? Kind of get all the homies
I was just gonna say
that need
yeah.
dents removed. It's totally reasonable price-wise, and just like Rob will come down for the day and just that's what he did today. That's what he did
We
last
had a
time he was
dent
down
party
here.
today.
I think
Have
you
a
should
dent
just,
party.
I think you should just go to every Lock City Drift event.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Just,
Dude, oh, you'll
and just be there.
Yeah, you'll surpass Jeff Bezos
not a bad
in wealth like one season.
Honestly, like
You could just post up at Lock City, man.
yeah,
Gotcha,
Pull them out
guys.
live.
Right as they're coming off track.
I love it.
Yeah, and we'll definitely have you here for some when we're doing meets this summer. Obviously to hang out, but if you get some dents, we'll let people know ahead of time and just
we honestly
have
would
dent
love
party
to,
meets.
love to try to kind of do some like a demo day or something like that.
Absolutely.
Kind of for a bunch of people to come down, see the wizardry, and go from there. What are some, or can you give us an example of like a nightmare scenario?
Damaging a customer's car
Mhm.
when you went there to fix a dent.
Yeah.
So one of my worst things that happened to me when I first started doing dents, I remember going to a dealership that had sold a newer Lexus that had a dent plan. So if you get a dent in your car, you come back, somebody will fix it. I went there to fix this little dent in the door, and I didn't bother to look to see what kind of glass was in the car.
Yeah.
Double paned glass, like safety glass in the front driver's door. I put my tool down in the door, with the little wedge to open up the door. Put my tool in there, and the edge of the tool was off my window guard. So I leveraged the tool off of the edge of this guy's
Yeah.
glass. And all I heard was a little click. And I knew what had happened. Put the window back up, and it had all just totally
just
totally
giant.
shattered.
Oh, that
Yeah.
sucks.
That was a bad day.
How many?
Yeah, it's a
sucks.
rough one.
Yeah. That,
But it's in the books.
Yeah, it happens. That's what insurance is for.
odd question, but have you ever counted like how many cars you've done in a day, and what's the most, if you know that?
I don't think I've ever counted. I think 10-ish.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
And,
Just
and
like just quick stuff. Yeah.
I say that because today
Yeah.
literally
You have 4.
was a Golf R, an
Mhm.
Element, E36 M3, and the Polo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Like in
And
seemingly,
2 of those cars were extensive. Like the
Right.
the crater in the Polo was
Yeah.
had tried to be
Yeah,
repaired
yeah.
before by like generations of men. And then the
I think it was just
E36
Marco.
had all sorts of disaster.
Yeah, there's
dents
a
in it.
bunch of stuff in that. In literally in a span of, I don't know, 3 or 4 hours or something like
Yeah.
that. It's 3 hours, something like that.
Mhm.
It's seriously impressive.
Yeah,
It's
so
just-
book that
it's just
dent
super
party, man.
Yeah. So what else? I mean, do you do the dent stuff full time?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
So, what are some of your like? Are you going to dealers? Do you have like accounts set up with dealers and things like that?
Yeah, it's a mix of both. In the last few years, I've kind of gotten away from dealership lot work.
Yep.
I do have my base up in New Hampshire that I do a couple times a week.
Yep.
Stop in, do lease returns, sold cars, stuff like that. But getting a base of customers that have either collections or they know what I do, and
Yep.
they're, car wholesalers or people that just flip nice things, just to have those contacts is just good to have.
The value, like the value of knowing you now. To me, it's just like, oh shit, if I go to buy something else.
Well, you look
it's
at cars completely different now.
It's like it's like the confidence of dealer lease returns. Like, I'm gonna fuck this guy in this dent, and then Rob's gonna come down here and repair it in 2 minutes. Because like that's what lease return. If I know anything about lease returns, it's about fucking the guy that's bringing the car back.
It goes both ways though.
Oh,
it does. Because you sneak a different motor in it, you know. But if you're gonna,
no, I meant on the purchase end. If they're not gonna repair it, yeah.
But you keep I mean, seriously, you can take something in utter confidence. That's the guy that's returning it. Like, there's no way I'm even going to waste my time calling someone to fix this. And the dealer's like, oh, I know that's not even a problem, you know, because there's so much stuff like that.
One of the other questions I asked you earlier, just because you were tackling a couple dings on the Golf R hood. Obviously, Golf R is a plastic front bumper, and you do some stuff with plastic.
It's tough, possibly from time to time, if you've got a bigger piece of damage, maybe a pushed-in plastic bumper, nothing that's broken the paint or is real sharp that is crushed anything, something you'd have to warm up, and then we could either use glue or get in from behind to slightly massage it. But for the most part, I stay away from plastic bumper repair. Yeah.
Now you had mentioned, just hopping on the Golf R, you mentioned that the hood was it aluminum?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you said you have to work at a different pace than you would for something else?
Yeah, I would say it takes like double the pushes on aluminum to get it to where like a regular steel would do. Yeah,
I don't know why would
a lot of the new Ford trucks are like just all aluminum. So you just sit in there, push.
We run into that issue all the time at work for just various reasons.
You need a PDR guy?
Yeah, right.
We should keep that in mind. Truly,
absolutely.
That very well may be. Oh boy, let me tell you. I'll tell you a story off mic. Recently, you fucking would not believe.
Now, see, it just. If you were to tell me, oh yeah, aluminum, I would think would just be so much easier. It'd be half instead of double.
Yep.
What makes it?
I couldn't tell you. It's almost like it has a memory. So you'll push real hard on a piece of aluminum and it'll come out, but then you pull the tool away and it'll just kind of go back to where it came from.
Son of a bitch.
Yeah.
That's what I'm worried about.
Keep it warm.
Just keep pulling.
Yep. Keep pushing.
So in watching you today, many different tools. Some of those tools are hammers.
Oh, yeah.
Explain that, like, for instance, Corey's Polo.
Can't be explained.
Literally hammering what's called a circumference of a foot, right? A circle of a foot. But even though the dent is, let's call it 3 inches in the center, you're going around about a foot wide to, what are you doing?
Yeah, that was like I was talking about earlier. They call it blending when you're using the hammer to really just smooth out the edges.
Yeah.
So you had a real big hard hit in the middle right on the body line, and it had a ridge on the top that had actually come up. So I'm taking that hammer and blending down those high spots to make the panel look flush again.
Just almost pushing it all, kneading it all to the center.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then tackle that spot.
Yeah, because when you get a big dent like that, the tension of the dent is actually held by those high spots.
Okay.
So you knock down the high spots first, and then you're able to bring the metal back up nice and slow.
What is your favorite thing to do? Because, and I say that as well, because like it wasn't a matter of like, I got to do this to make money.
Sure.
By any means, it was just you wanted to do that. Like, and you seem
absolutely.
very much so like, this is fucking where my kind of heart and soul is. I want to fix this. It was more of like me versus that piece of metal versus this is
a bit of an addiction. Like,
right. Yeah, exactly. Like you can just see it kind of flow through you, if you will.
Yeah, it was like that for a long time, getting called to car dealerships, and they're like, oh, we've got another, Corolla lease return. It's got a big smash in the door. Paint's all broken. Nobody's ever going to see it again. It's going to auction. But, you're sitting out there in the cold, pushing the dents away. It's like, who cares?
Yeah.
But you go to somebody's house, and they've got like a nice old Porsche that's got a nice little dent in the hood, and, they've had it for years, and they want to tell you the story about it, and then you go and you fix it, and they're just happy about it.
Yeah, they're eternally grateful.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Right.
To be able to be a part of stuff like that.
Yeah, because they're going to be smitten because their baby is back to one piece.
For sure.
And I'm sure there's a sense of pride there of like, no, fuck this thing. I'm winning.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like even just Corey's car, I'm gonna come back and push longer on that thing just so it looks better. Just to me, even if he says it's fine.
Right,
that's okay,
right. No, I mean, because even now, I think we have pictures of it. I'm sure we can find pictures of it previous. Like
oh
before and
yeah,
after.
for sure.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because even now, 1,000 times better than it did. 2 hours ago.
When I bought the car, I was kind of like, I'm sure something can get done about it, but I think it would just kind of like mask it or hide it.
Yeah.
And then I saw obviously what he did on all Chuck's cars, and then obviously everything you put on your Instagram page, which was great.
Sure.
But then I was like, oh man, I think he can really kind of help this out. And then you were working on that thing for a while, and I'm just kind of looking up at you, and I was like, I mean, are you good? He's like, no, I'm still going. Just tap, tap.
With some touch-up paint and some buffing, I think you're in good shape.
I certainly think it'd be 1,000 times better than what it currently was.
Sure.
Actually, when we took photos for this year's calendar, I was telling you, I told Josh, I was like, no shots of the passenger side.
Let me get
it's
my
just
good
like,
side.
Right.
it's because it's on the body line, so it's right where the light breaks,
Yeah.
and it jumps out. But now it just kind of flows nice and smooth. It's a magician.
He's a magician.
Wizardry. Is there a favorite manufacturer you like to work on?
It's a good question. I would think probably Mercedes. Their paint
Because of their paint.
Paint and metal is really good.
Just gives you more room to work, essentially.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you messed with any Teslas?
Yeah.
Please do tell.
Yeah, the interiors, everything is impossible to get access to. I know Chuck was mentioning before. I've got to get behind the Dent to push it out.
Yeah.
Whether it's speakers in the rear quarter panels or it's electrical connections in the front fenders, just everything about it is a pain in the butt. So if I've got to do a Tesla, I hope it's at a body shop and they're able to R&I, take everything apart for me and let me just get in there and fix the dent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Just more pursue and push and
Pushing and glassing, baby.
Hey, just glassing it up.
Glassing out there.
Absolutely. Yeah. Just, keep practicing at what I'm doing, learning how to, fix bigger and bigger damage. Just try to get better at what I do.
Is there do you have a busy season or is it year round?
Spring-ish.
Okay.
Winter kind of slows down. This past winter hasn't slowed down at all. I don't know why. People are sitting at home and they've just got dents they want fixed, which is fine with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, winter's normally slow. Picks up in spring. Summer's the busiest, and then it kind of fades off again.
Is there anything like? I think we kind of made it obvious, but it's okay. You're not going to be intimidated by a one-off paint job. Or anything like that. So if somebody's out there and they have their big project car and unfortunately took a ding or a dent somewhere, they can give you a call.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I'm happy to even help. Like I was talking to you guys earlier about something we call push to paint.
Yep.
That if the paint is damaged and it really needs to have a conventional body shop work on it, I'm happy to come in there, bring the metal to where I can. So they're using minimal Bondo, coat of skim, and paint over it. Happy to do that as well.
It's a lot less filler and junk.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, right. There's so many benefits to that because you could even save yourself some money in the long run.
Yeah, absolutely.
To not pay a body shop for more repair or even fab work to a certain extent.
Absolutely.
I think that covers.
Tell us about the time you were working on something that was like an enormous victory for you. You just battling it out with.
Let's see. I don't know. I remember when I was first learning, it was 2000s, and I'm sure you guys remember the old Ford Tauruses with those really ugly bubble.
Oh, yeah.
body lines.
Terrible cars, yeah.
Those body lines, just magnets. Every single one has ever existed. And it kind of hits the door, and it ruins that body line. So you're just sitting there trying to bring that big roll back, and that's what I learned on. So over and over and over again that I would just try to fix them. And I never thought that I, actually could. But then, I think I had one 2 or 3 years ago that somebody, was just sitting in the yard. They said, hey, can you fix that? And I was like, I'm coming back for you.
Yeah.
Get ready.
So I just sat there and, we just worked on that door.
You really cut your teeth on some of the hardest stuff there.
I'm booking a hotel. I'm taking this tourist back to life.
And if you talk to any paintless dent repair guy and ask him his experience with Ford Taurus from back in the day, you'll see little eye twists.
Just nightmares.
Absolutely.
So I think
No, never heard of it.
I think that kind of answers my question that I just thought of. But you'd much rather work on flat, sharp, lines or panels versus a rounded.
Yeah, I mean, if I had to pick, sure.
Yeah.
Sorry, second-gen Eclipse owners.
Oh god, the bubbles.
Just
the
bubbles,
bubbles, baby.
Man, there's so many.
R33s. There's a lot of bubbles in that.
Yeah.
90s era.
Minis too.
Minis.
All curves. Yep.
Chuck and I, we had introduced to paintless dent removal because we both had minis at the time. I had a dent in my hood because someone closed the hood incorrectly. He had a dent in his hood because someone's head got slammed into it.
Someone's head got slammed into it in a
So we
brawl.
called the PDR guy, and he did them both at work for us, and we were both blown away.
Yeah, it was it was ridiculous. And this was one of the guys that I think he was with the bigger shop.
Yeah,
I'm psyched because it's always kind of support local, etc. And to call you up and get you down. Obviously, we can bullshit with you about cars, and anybody can bullshit with you about cars. We love hanging out, but it's for everybody that listens. That's local. Like Rob's gonna come out there and make it happen. He'll make it happen if he can get some of the homies together and get a bunch of cars. That's awesome. But support local, man. Have someone that comes down that's passionate about this stuff.
And it's one of those things that like. You could literally be at your work or office, give you a shout, line it up. You don't have to do anything.
Dude, you line up the people at the office. Who's got dents?
Right.
I got a guy.
Yep.
He's coming.
And
Yeah, well, I think we might have another dent day at
We're going to have
work.
a dent day at work. We're going to have dent day at Revival. I know my K car is just a dent. The mirror has, and everything's wildly accessible.
Yeah.
But the previous owner riveted all the panels together, which is interesting.
Perfect.
you actually don't know what the car really looks like.
We don't know what the real body lines are,
Yeah.
which is nice.
So tell us about some of your car. Do you have a current project car?
I don't at the moment. Driving the Beetle.
Yeah.
Went to go pick up a diesel wagon.
Yeah.
When that whole thing happened. But this Beetle was just sitting there, and I'd never had one before, and decided why not.
Yeah.
So
give it a go.
Yeah, building a couple things for that. Would really like to make a nice tool enclosure in the back.
Yeah.
Nice.
To deal with the mess.
Just to work on
was
it,
actually
yeah.
talking to Kyle earlier, so he may have a hand in that.
Oh
soon.
man.
He's a
Yeah,
bad
if you
man
want
at
to see
that
someone
stuff.
build a
Yeah.
crazy enclosure,
Yeah.
that's the man for you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
that'd be
so.
super cool.
Yep.
What are some of your past what are some of your past projects? I know you, and I say that because I know you're talking about a Mark 1 TT.
Yep. Had a Mark 1 TT for a little while. Had the privilege of owning Toby's coupe for a little bit.
The black
cool.
one?
The black one. Yeah.
No, really?
Yeah.
That car was so awesome.
Oh, that was a cool
Yep.
car.
Biggest regret of my life. Not that I bought it, and I'm so happy that I had it for a little while, but got put in a tough spot and had to get rid of it.
Yeah.
And I'll never get that car back, and I'm
Right,
always gonna
right.
be bummed.
I
about
think he feels similarly about
Oh,
that car. Recently,
yeah.
he talked about it.
Yep.
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and I don't know. I've known Toby forever, and just when that happened, I was just bummed. But recently wrapped up a right-hand drive 16-valve Corrado that we had imported from the UK. We did full paint job, 16-valve on carbs, wheels, suspension, all that fun stuff too. But was found by a collector, had to have it, threw me a bunch of money for it, and I couldn't, in good conscience, not take the money. So
Fucking, you
It is
get
what-
another one.
it is what it is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll see.
Do you dabble in any paint work yourself as well?
I did paint the Corrado. I've got a buddy that owns a body shop nearby, and I brought my car to him and I said, I want to paint this, and he said, why don't you just do it yourself? I was like, well, because I literally have no idea what I'm doing. And he's like, no, that's fine. Grab the supplies, come here, and I'll show you how to do it.
Yep.
That's what
Nice.
I'm talking
That's
about.
I
awesome.
spent the weekend with him, and we did everything from sanding to painting.
Yeah.
Painted the whole thing and then wet sanded it all.
Oh, fuck
It was
yeah.
a nightmare, but it was awesome, and I'll definitely do it again.
Do you
Nice.
do you bring a paint depth gauge with you? Do you have to sometimes do that?
I don't, but I should, I think.
It was kind of one of those things
Yeah,
where
I don't really end up, cutting clear coat at all.
yeah.
So it's not a huge
It's
deal.
truly just
but
kind
it
of
would be good to have,
moving.
right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is a project you'd like to? So the Corrado is gone.
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to tell us exactly what, but if
Yeah.
you have something in particular.
It would either be another Mark II coupe, always been like a coupe guy, or air-cooled Porsche, unfortunately.
Yeah.
It's a disease we all have.
Yeah. Yeah, and whether it's going to be just a complete rust bucket
Yeah.
that's just ruined with no engine that I put in my garage.
Well,
and
no,
work
you're going
on.
to take the electric motor out of it.
Exactly.
You play a long game.
Exactly.
Play the long game.
Exactly. Which is
Encourage it now.
Something I think you should all
Grab a
take,
bug
take
boner.
apart on,
Yeah.
right?
Right. It's just
Yeah.
it's there's the Chuck system, the Dennis system, and the Corey system.
Yeah, the deception.
I love it. I love it.
Encourage bad decision, buy bad decisions.
I'm going to reap the benefits later.
Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Buy high, sell
Enjoy.
low.
Yeah.
So good, man. I thank you very much for coming to hang out.
I appreciate the invite.
We'll get into some questions now, and you can feel free to chime in on those as well.
Yeah, please do. I can't thank you enough for doing the work on the polo.
Also, hey,
Happy to help.
where can people find you, Rob?
He's
what's
got the
the
best
best way?
Instagram ever. It's just Dent Patrol.
Just Dent Patrol. Yeah, Facebook, Instagram. My phone number's on there. Feel free to call, text, whatever.
Sweet, man.
No underscores, no nothing. It's just Dent Patrol,
just
man.
Dent
You
Patrol.
lucked out. That's
I did.
That's the way
awesome.
to do it.
Yeah. Also, I love the content you put up on there because The light you talked about perfectly shows the dent and the way you film it, and you just kind of like you see the pushing and you see it slowly just disappear right in front of your eyes.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazier to see in real life.
Well, we were
Where it's
watching
just like, what the hell is going on?
Josh's M3 was getting worked on earlier, and we're all standing around. Josh is filming. Nick's watching it with us, and we're just watching this dent just slowly go away and go away. Nick walks away to do something on his phone and comes back, and he's like, I missed it. I'm like, dude, it's it. It's just gone.
Yeah,
It's it.
You can't go away.
It's like
man.
one push. It just
Glassed
happens.
it. One push
you
and
glassed
glassed.
it. Yeah, glassed it.
Glass.
Oh my god,
It's a one push glass.
I'm gonna burn
so
that.
bad. It's so bad.
Sunglasses.
Every industry has those like
terrible
horrific,
terms.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Buzzwords.
Yeah.
It's good to
Run-
know them, because then you're an insider. You go to a PDR, you're out somewhere in business, you run into a PDR conference, you're just talking to everybody about glass and
Yeah,
shit.
but like, how many things you glassed?
Go back in '68, down in Ohio, glass this vet.
I was gonna say,
Jesus.
glass this fiber.
So I left with the girl.
Yeah, 68 convertible, totally glassed.
Glass this vet fiberglass.
Yeah.
Never believe what I did.
Yeah. Lots of heat, a couple custom tools, glass that thing in front of the whole
right
crowd.
There, right there. Just put some tools in your hand, you'll be all set.
All right. Let's see. Underscore Michael.John underscore.
Michael John.
Just writes, hey guys, how about a revival forum for builds, etc.?
Thought about it.
That may become a thing. I know we're going to be revamping our website, basically to kind of do
Tune it up a little.
some custom stuff, if you will, with the next phase of the website. So that is certainly in talks,
Gas station app.
in the air for discussion,
Gas station app.
amongst a couple other things. So stay tuned.
Amongst the gas station app.
Amongst the gas station app.
Oh my God, so excited about the
Maybe.
gas station app.
I don't know. That's we
Listen,
gotta
it's only $500,000 in development.
we gotta sell a bunch of stuff to make all this work. MR1 wheel refinishing show.
Number one
Nick,
wheeler finishing.
he just writes, how hard was it watching your M3 drive away today? Evil face. Honestly, it wasn't because
Sounded good.
Because he came in here and looked at the camera.
because like I the weird, I don't know if there's weird, stupid, whatever you want to call it. I'm so tunnel vision on what I want Revival to be, where we're going, and what I'm going to do. I'm not thinking about that car.
You're thinking about future Paganis, you know what I mean? Let those
No,
M3s
not even.
drift
Not
away.
even no,
Yeah.
not by no means.
992 GT3s.
Not
Oh,
that.
993, 994. What are they going to do next?
GT3s for everybody.
992 and a half.
No, it's just I'm so focused on pushing and growing and things like that. In a weird way, like I don't want to say the E36 was weighing me down by any means. It's just all right, cool. I don't have to think about that anymore.
Dude, that thing was a fucking limit anyways. Fuck it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Surprised you got home, Nick.
Yeah, that's not even an S52
Knock
in that
on
thing.
death's door.
Nick, you ever heard of an M50?
It's got an M50 just hanging out.
We have the MCV. Gonna mess with that a little bit.
LSX, baby.
Try to make that a bit more camera friendly, if you will.
Streetable.
It's a right,
Very streetable car,
definitely
yeah.
streetable. It's an uphill battle with that thing, but it's I'm so focused on other stuff. Pipe dreams for other things. Sure,
Sometimes you let it go, baby. That's all
Exactly.
right. That's
Let
what you
it
got to
go,
do.
and if it comes
No
back,
balls, no blue chip. Everybody
if
knows.
it comes back like a
A
bird,
wise man in Pawtucket once told me.
No balls on blue chip.
No balls,
That's
no
it.
blue chip. Shut
Get the blue
Steve.
chew.
No balls, no blue chew.
blue chew.
Maybe
I wonder if they sponsor the podcast.
no balls necessary, blue chew.
Blue chew?
Blue chew? Never had a blue chew?
Blue
I don't
chew.
know what blue chew.
Oh,
is.
yeah, it's a dick pill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not from the gas station. You order it online.
Yeah.
But you
It's-
talk to the doctor.
You do an online
over
consultation.
the chat.
Like the Vigeira?
Yeah. Similar.
Yeah.
Similar to that in Cialis. But it's called the chew, the blue chew.
Blue
And it's a little blue chewable tablet.
Yep.
And then you do
have
an
to
online
chew-
fucking Skype tablet, a Skype conversation with the doctor, and they say, "Oh, you're a person? Okay, cool. We mail it to your house."
You can have that 16 hours hard. Get ready.
I was
Yeah.
just saying, you going to take some photos?
Yeah, you do some before and
Look,
afters
it's
for
not
him.
Yeah.
working. It's working.
It's working. It's working now. How do I stop it?
Yeah,
Take a tip of a match.
There's got to be a contact.
Live video, 4 hours.
Big pause in the chat room. Big shout out, Mike FNY 40th birthday, having a big blowout in the hill this weekend. Incredible shout to Mike FNY.
Shouts to 40.
Love that guy.
Shouts to 40.
Shout
Wow.
Mike FNY, isn't he Crow Nut guy? He brought us Crow
He
Nuts.
absolutely is. Mike FNY is more than that.
Yeah.
Mike FNY is the man. I'd be at the hill this weekend with him, but I'm going to be in Utah.
Oh.
It's come out. You're welcome over there. Happy 40th, man. I'm leaving 8:15 from Boston.
JetBlue flights.
Yeah.
See you there.
$300 round trip.
Yeah, seat 5F. You know what I mean? Get in my row.
No poke, no love.
No poke, no love.
How do you guys
True.
feel about 2021 show season? Well, to be quite honest, as excited and gung ho as I am talking about the camera and where we're going with Revival, I'm just as
None
much
of that revolves around shows.
in the opposite direction, scared as fuck that there's not going to be a show season.
I'm cautiously optimistic.
I'm trying not to get my hopes up.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be let down. Like I'm just focused on other stuff. But it would be very, very, very fucking welcomed if we could actually do stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
We didn't have it last year, but we had a hell of a year. We made it happen
I was going to
ourselves.
say, right. It just, this would just be so like, just think about the content
I'm
we could actually make.
I'm confident we can have a good show season if it's just up to us with us doing shit.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm
Right.
confident about. I really want to go to that Yukon trash bin car show and just see all the worst stuff come out for the first time in 2 years. So here's to that.
They call me Davis.
They call me Davis.
He just writes, I need to know the story behind your intro song. Chuck and I had a mind blown moment.
Our intro song is awesome. We heard, I believe he sent me the rap song of it, but let me pull up exactly what it is. If you want to have your mind blown,
It's
like
crazy.
we did,
Because
Luther Ingram, If Loving You Is Wrong.
So today I was just informed
Listen to
of
that song.
Um,
My grandma used to listen to it. I knew the song and I never put it together.
I thought, or I know.
Very explicit song for grandma to be listening to, actually.
Yeah.
If you listen to the lyrics.
Not
You know what?
remember it.
Cancel
You
the
may,
whole thing.
you may not want to deep dive
I get
into
bad
that
memories
song.
about that song.
I truly purchased the rights to use the song. Obviously, ours is a different version than that one that Chuck just mentioned, and that's basically the story. I just went online.
If we go karaoke, I'll sing it.
Needed to get royalty free or purchase to have the right to use said songs.
Yep.
Went onto a website that did that for you. Took me, I don't know, a few hours to kind of go through a bunch of stuff, and I finally landed on that one and went, yeah, that's it. That's good. And that was it. Basically kept that one, and here we are.
Yeah. Still knocking them out. Big shout to Luther Ingram.
Shouts to Luther. Every detail Maine.
Every detail me.
Oh, he changed it. Every detail Maine.
Every detail main.
Really,
Bottle.
really bringing everything down here. Would you rather eat poop flavored chocolate or chocolate flavored poop?
Chocolate favorite poop.
100%.
Yeah, but will the poop still do the damage? 'Cause I'm
Poop
pretty
won't do
sure you're not
damage.
supposed to eat it.
Yeah,
It'd be okay.
that's in like his texture there. Oh God.
Yeah.
I think I go poop flavored chocolate just because I think it might be healthier at the end.
Right. And
Might taste like poop. I don't know what poop actually tastes like though,
me
so
neither.
maybe it's great.
I'm guessing it's grainy. Edelman.
Whoa. Oh, shout to Edelman. Too
Yeah.
bad this season, buddy, but your boy Tom Brady made it to the top.
He just writes, what podcasts do you guys listen to?
We got a bunch of them. What do I got going on right now?
Rogan, last podcast on the left. Corey's going to start to listen to Son of a Hitman.
Yeah,
as I think everybody should, because it's a phenomenal. It's a season and it's a story.
Two Bears, One Cave has been incredible lately. So has the Fighter and the Kid show. Recently changed up a little. I say who was on the show, and it's just gotten so much better. What else have I got in here? Armchair Expert by Dak Shepard is an awesome podcast.
I've tried to listen to that before.
Yeah, I can't.
I
just
love
can't.
it.
I just can't do it.
Yeah, I just really enjoy his interviewing method and process of the way he talks to people. So,
Go ahead. See what I care.
Topics under the stairs, circle jerks, and talking motorcycles.
That's goddamn it.
yeah.
I listen to Lex Friedman podcast, but he's kind of a robot. Really like that one. Really selling it hard.
What's the name of that one? Is it
Lex
just
Friedman
him?
podcast?
Okay.
I
simple.
really like. I've been listening to Tim Dillon's podcast, but he's a fucking maniac.
Yeah.
And then I listen to You're Welcome with Michael Malice, but he's very interesting. So that's kind of what I've been into recently. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I listen to. Not really. Mike Tyson has a podcast, but I don't know.
Oh, hot boxing. It's gotten a lot better
Yeah.
since Jeremy Piven has been on it.
Yeah, I've listened to it with Piven. It's
Yeah.
pretty good. And then I like The King and the Sting, and I like Theo Vaughn's podcast. So, and obviously Bill
this
Burr's
past
I've been
weekend.
listening to since the beginning of time, and I'm going to download one for the plane tomorrow. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm into, podcast wise.
The Circle Jerks podcast asks,
Oh boy,
topics under the stairs versus Circle Jerks in a 30 rack race. Who's your money on?
Oh no! What do you call it? The Circle Jerks. They're a lot younger.
Dan and Kyle?
Yeah.
I don't know. It seems like Ryan's a man that can put down a third. Maybe both of them. Maybe John's only going to have to do half.
That's going to be a close race.
That'd
It's
be a
gonna be
race.
close race?
That would be a close race.
Can we film it and host
It's
it?
not going to happen here. Maybe outside. We'll walk the
Yeah.
doors.
I feel like the Circle Jerks have so much practice when it's a normal NASCAR season.
I mean, especially if we're talking 30 rack and they're drinking that piss water, it's going to fucking just fly. Like, those things are going to fly.
because I can see John drinking a lot of piss water, but
Yeah.
man, 30.
Remember
Remember John?
15 apiece?
15 apiece, yeah.
Oh, they weren't each doing a 30 rack. I thought this
Oh,
was a
yeah,
man's
no,
competition.
this was
I'm sorry.
No, 15 apiece.
Remember John at the party we had here?
Oh, yeah, I remember. The wall does, too.
He went full Kyle.
Shouldn't have it here.
Oh, yeah, he went full Kyle. Yeah, that's
Yeah, it would be a goddamn mess.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm excited about it.
That's why it'll be outside, and they will have their own designated drivers. Sasquatch 16 valve, because he was absent. Chuck's take on influences. I think he gave us that earlier.
Yeah, I was in my car like screaming at it, but I aligned the closest with Chris. Chris and I was like, wow, Chris is really getting this for me. You know?
TDs.
TDs.
Why are wagons cooler than normal cars?
Because they're long.
Congratulations and shouts to TDs.
Long roofs, baby.
Yeah, lung roof.
Let's see.
And they're useful. which is
Schmidtum.
helpful. Schmidtum.
Who has worse luck? Chuck with washer caps or Young Ben with cake?
No, definitely Young Ben.
Yeah, I mean, I've had 2 washer cap incidents, but none of them amount to the damage, mental, physical anguish that Young Ben has caused with his cakes.
Never finishing projects. One car Young Ben
Never
has
finishing
owned
projects.
and is now your only car. Which car and why? So one car that Young Ben has owned has to be your car moving forward. Which car and why?
I think I'd go Ranger.
Yeah, I would say the Ranger.
I was going to say the Ranger because that's probably the only one that's still not even semi-intact.
Actually, if I'm honest, the first GTI he had, the one that he like wrecked immediately, was owned by a man who worked at Volkswagen, who was an engineer, who took super good care of it, and knew Young Ben was going to kill it just by meeting Young Ben.
Do I need to own it after he's owned it?
Yes.
Oh, after he's owned it?
I think it's after it's already been ran through the gamut of Young Ben.
Oh, so we have to repair it?
Yeah.
I still stick with the Ranger.
I think the Ranger's.
Yeah, I think the Ranger's probably the only one worth anything.
I mean, the red
They've
GTI
all been
stood a
they've all been in
chance.
the sad place. You know what I mean? It would certainly.
Does the listeners know what the sad place is?
I think so. The sad place is there's a spot on my road at Young Ben's father's, who's the man.
Yeah.
The corner of his lot along the road is where broken cars go. It's a sad place.
The sad place.
And that's where Young Ben's cars end up. I would certainly take any car he's had before this Audi over this Audi.
Yeah.
The Audi, like when he first showed up, like I had nothing to do with buying that car. When he first showed up with it, I was like, oh, there's a grill under the grill. What has happened here? Like, it's one of those things that was so clearly a mistake when he bought it. You were like, who went with you to buy this car? Like, the hood doesn't close. None of the body lines line up. It has a grill under the grill. Like, it was crazily bad.
The grill
But it's
under
an Audi.
Like the grill under the grill is a real thing.
The grill on the grill is a mystery to the point where, like, before he gets rid of it, I'm strapping a strap to it to my Polaris and ripping the front grill off just to see what it's
We
doing.
need to figure out.
Nah,
what's
he's gonna
going
trade
on.
it in.
I think it's sealing the radiator. Yeah, he's gonna trade it into somebody else. It's speed on the road.
Trading paint.
Hopefully, that person's driving a larger car.
Jojo_Mark2.
Jojo Mark II.
Do Chuck or Corey have any tattoos, or is Josh the only one with some sin on his skin?
I have no tattoos that I'm allowed to speak of. And Corey's got a whole bunch of tattoos.
Yeah.
They're mostly like Hello Kitty stuff, right?
Yeah, it's all a Hello Kitty theme on my leg. Yeah.
Volkswagen.
It's
Yeah,
a
we posted
Hello Kitty,
one. We posted a picture.
chest piece.
Yeah. The Volkswagen tattoos.
Yeah.
No, I think I'm the only one I know without tattoos.
It's true. You get that virgin skin.
Yeah, trying to keep it around. Trying to make it a showpiece, boys.
Like powder.
Worth more out there. Worth more on the street. If I got to go lot lizard, I'm good.
Put yourself on, bring a trailer.
I got to put my sugar daddy's name on my arm. I got room.
Yeah.
Ball. Oh, there we go. A new website. Ball. Bring a lot lizard.
Dude, there were some lot lizards at a spot I went to recently. I forgot what it was. Gas station, but like real greasy.
Right.
Real greasy. And
Yeah.
there was some lizards, dude, hanging out there. It was serious. Oh, I wish we had our gas station app so I could have marked amenities lot lizards.
Beware. Sloan Motors.
Sloan Motors.
The craziest modified car ever built. He just says, Google the Tobacco King Ford Galaxy 500. We'll have to.
The Tobacco
King Ford Galaxy 500.
Sorry, I'm on Jeffrey whatever again.
Still on Jeffree Star.
Ford Galaxy 500.
While you're looking that up, details by Doug. Where to go
Details by Doug.
to get a Nissan POW?
It looks cool. I don't know anything about it.
When is the next meet? When is the next donut meet? What is your favorite 80s import car? So
Carfromjapan.com.
Car from Japan, or reach out to our friend
Ransom
Pete. Next donut meet.
We don't know. And we'll call it right before.
Yeah, give it a little bit.
Not this weekend.
Definitely not this weekend. What is your favorite 80s import car?
80s import
80s
car?
import car.
I mean, what year was this the first CRX SI? I think that probably is super late 80s. Maybe that makes it.
Let me see. Honda CRX. Wiki. 83.
Oh, there we are. The first SI,
1983.
particularly.
We're talking import, like
I'm
car
sorry.
not from America?
I'm sorry. That was production year. Model years 84. So just, same thing.
Give me a Lancia 037.
There you go.
It's a totally unachievable import car.
Yeah. I remember something
don't
definitely
know.
still unachievable at this point.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
I don't know if he means just 80s import, meaning like, across something we're physically importing or that we didn't get, or just, a German car, a Japanese car.
Toyota Hilux Surf. Everybody knows.
There you
Yeah,
go.
those are cool.
We'll
What
go
about
with
you,
that.
Rob?
Mercedes 86.
Ooh.
The Hammer.
Oh, the Hammer. That's such a good answer. Shit.
MyDaily.cy.
My daily CY.
Does anyone wonder if 93 pump gas is really just 87 with a different price tag?
I don't think so, buddy, and that's why I always do a 5 count into the trash can when I switch it over to 93. You can smell it changes as you spray.
So I helped one summer. I helped do weights and measures,
Oh, yeah.
and you had to go to gas stations to make sure that
a gallon's a gallon.
a gallon's a gallon. And when you pull the gas out of the tank and you have it in like a bucket,
Yep.
the difference between like the shit gas to
Yeah.
like what is a premium grade fuel is pretty much just the stuff floating in it. It's just like all the, and you think about, oh my God, like you put that in a car, like it's one of those little specks of like gross dirt is
It's
trying to go
stuck.
through like an injector. It's just going to clog it. It's
Yeah.
just junk.
Yeah, eventually, or just, think of how many times you fill up
It
the gas
smells
tank.
different. It looks different. Like everything is different
Each
about
time your filter's getting more and more clogged,
Yeah.
or whatever, just corroding it.
it. It was at
all
that
the
point that I
lines.
was like, okay, this is like just good fuel. Like this, I
Yeah.
get this now.
Here's
Yeah.
the difference.
That's why you 5 count, make sure it changes.
Yeah.
Everybody knows.
Ben Jarmin with the last question.
Benjamin, big shout.
Just
Congratulations.
huge
Off the
shout.
market.
Congrats, sir. He just asks, do we get a stock minute today?
Oh, my God. Stock minute?
Yeah, everyone got
Jesus.
their 1099s today. That's enough.
Yeah, we all got our 1099s from Robinhood. It seems like I've been doing nothing but losing money. Oh, I'm getting hammered.
Yeah, I haven't looked at mine yet.
Yeah,
I'm probably gonna have to.
Oh, Doge taking a hit.
Yeah,
Think
Doge
about
is
that.
in the fucking shitter right now.
Yeah, glad I sold.
Just become a day trader. That's all.
Yeah, no, I see. I've been making like negative 10 cents a day, so I think I could support myself for a little while.
Stay focused. Make those moves.
Be buying Magnum almond pops in no time. Big shout to Red at the gas station.
On that note, I think that's going to do it for us, ladies and gentlemen. As always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to visit our YouTube channel where you can like, comment, and subscribe for more content. Also, check out some of our other shows brought to you by Revival Motoring, Talking Motorcycles, Topics Under the Stairs, and the Circle Jerks podcast. Visit our website right now. That's revivalmotoring.com, where you can pre-order our new hoodie, the Pigs Fly hoodie. in black with either pink print or white print. The pre-order is only going to be up until next Friday, which is the 26th. So go there, make sure you pre-order. It's going to be printed on a Champion S700 Eco Blend hoodie. So the same ones we got about a year or two ago. So that is up for pre-order now. There's also an E30 based t-shirt up there, black and white. Go take a look at that. Those are in stock, ready to ship, as well as some stickers, air fresheners, and things of that nature. So go visit our website, revivalmotoring.com. Thank you very much. Rob, thank you very much for coming to hang out.
Thanks for the invite.
Again, tell them where they can find you.
At Dent Patrol, Facebook, Instagram, all my contact info's on there.
Go check him out. Even if you don't need any Dent Patrol right now, give it some time. You probably will.
Yeah.
But go check out his Instagram to just see some behind-the-scenes photos. He posts videos, before and afters, all that sort of stuff. Anything we talked about is probably going to be on there, and you'll get to see some of this man's work in action. So don't sleep on that. Go follow him. That is at Chuck Hu, at Corey.si. I am at Revival_Josh. See you next week.
Thanks for
Cheers,
listening.
boys.
Peace.
Hit me up about Utah.